Go. Hello, everybody. I'm a much more, actually, wait, is my audio doubling? Hold up. Wait, music shush for a second. Am I doubling? No, I'm not. It doesn't look like I am. Anyway. I'm just kind of tired. I had no idea what we were gonna stream today, so I was just like, fuck it. We're just gonna vibe. I'm currently sewing something so I can, and like trying to pattern stuff for future projects, so we're just gonna be vibing. We're gonna chill. Hello, Maxwell. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you so much, Zero. Eepy? Not eepy, just, you know, drained, I guess is the best term. You know when you're like, just wake up one day and you feel rested, but like, overall, you're just kind of like, I don't have the energy to do anything. Not eepy. Just tired. Well, not, I don't know what the term would be, but it's just me wanting to vibe and like not, I guess, be high energy or be more high energy because, you know, when I usually stream, I like pick up the pep. And at the moment, I don't know what to play, so I'm just like, chill, we vibe. But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing good. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone. At the moment, I'm patterning some stuff to like figure out because I want to, I think I've mentioned this before, but I want to cosplay, and cosplay takes, you know, a fun time. Most people like, or at least not most people, but a lot of people like, will buy cosplays, and that's beautifully lovely, but I like to make stuff, so make cosplays. I just wanted to play Doom Eternal, but my download speed is ass. Oh, I understand that. When your download speed is just like, nope, goodbye, yippee, and it's like, well, lost that. But it's just me, for one thing, I'm practicing patterning because, when I get further into cosplay, I'm gonna be, like, hand patterning a lot more things than usual. Because technically I hand pattern all of my plushies, too, so, it's just, like, more practice, but on a human scale. So at the moment, I am patterning, gloves, because, I was told that if someone can make a good-ass pair of gloves, people will cheer and will send them a great-ass fucking award. So it's just fun. I have a VTuber friend who wants to cosplay Nicole. Oh, yeah. I noticed these like, well, the MiHoYo games are, like, very popular with cosplays because they're very intricately detailed. Especially, like, as you get further in the MiHoYo games, what's a good example? Like, Jean is a good example of, like, her design being complicated, but her second outfit is very much more. but like you play, say, that's like Mondstadt, but you get to like say freaking Fontaine, and you look at Nouvelette, and you're like, how the fuck do I tackle this? Nicole's probably the only reason I want to play ZZZ. If I ever played ZZZ, it would specifically be for either the big ass bear, because the bear is a gentleman that's a funny disposition. I like the dumbass. I like that he's this big intimidating figure who's a soft teddy bear. The gentle giant is always one of my favorite tropes. But probably also because I heard the combat was pretty interesting. Like, not complex, but interesting. So it's like, I would want to try out the combat and see what the character designs are like. I know everyone fucking... I know everyone talks about the wolf, and I looked at him, and I'm like, yeah, I see why. I looked at the wolf, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I see how people are thirsty over this person. I like his design. I think he looks cool, but, I'm just like... It's kind of funny, because he's very much more humanoid compared to the big-ass bear. And the bear is just, like, there. It's very funny. The bear just, like, exists, wearing this big-ass jacket, big-ass clothes, and then you see, what's the wolf's name? Like, Lycone? Or something like that? Lycoan? Lycan? Something like that. And I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, how humanoid. Your shoulder's killing you? Well, that makes sense because of the recoil. So obviously it's gonna be tensioned with that kind of stuff. I don't know, but I do enjoy seeing the character design with, like, MiHoYo or, like, various other games, because I like to see how they put things in, like, principle. Like, thinking about it and such. There are some instances that make me chuckle. Like, one of my favorite characters when I played, Genshin back in the day, in air quotes, a few years ago. Actually, how long has it been since I stopped playing Genshin because I couldn't keep playing it? How long? Has it been 2 years? It's been about 2 years, I think. Because I stopped playing Genshin about halfway through... When did Sumeru come out? I forget when. But I stopped playing about halfway through Sumeru. I know I stopped right before Scaramouche, or Wanderer, I guess, is added into as a playable character. And I wanted Wanderer, but I was like, I can't play the game right now. I've got other stuff I need to do, and it is eating up my computer. So I stopped playing a while back. I enjoyed it very much. Like, I loved the lore, but my brain was like, But I stopped about halfway through Sumeru. I think it was like update 3.3 or 3.4. And then I saw Fontaine, and I was like, okay, that's what I have to do a lot to catch up. And then I mostly, like, watch Genshin content in passing, just to, like, get an idea of what's going on. And then I saw what was going on in Fontaine, and I'm like, that's a lot. And apparently we're almost up to Natlan now, so I'm like, that's 2 regions I now have to catch up on. Like, I have to catch up on 2 big-ass regions with their own goddamn lore. Chore, I guess. I guess. But I mean, there's a lot of features currently now in Genshin that are getting a lot of, updates, I believe. I think it's like every Archon quest, you gain 500 Primo Gems, which is like, okay, that's a good equivalence, like, it's decent. Body build. It's kind of funny, it's just, like, great. Actually, there's, like, so many characters I enjoyed in Genshin, and I'm just like, some of them were, like, a little bit, but a little bit of them were like, alright, you're a vibe. One of my favorite characters was specifically Arataki Ito. Because he's voiced by Ryuji. Once I heard his voice, I was like, so you got the same dude to play the dumb jock. Well, not dumb, but like dense jock. And I'm like, bruh, you did not just get the same man to play the dense jock, like the dense ass jock who's got a heart of gold, but he's also a little bit stupid. Like, come on. And he's the leader of a dumbass gang. She got a 5-star in someone that wasn't Farina. Ah, yes, the 50/50s. I remember them quite dearly. Because I kept getting Chi-Chi, and I never, I mean, I did get the occasional Diluc and Jean, but the funny thing was, I think there's only one, dupe 5-star besides Tainari and Dea that I never got. Well, actually, is Dea a dupe? Or like a non-50/50? I don't remember, but one of them. I remember I never got Mona at all. She now hates Jean with a passion. She joins the Chi-Chi club. But when I was playing, I never got Mona. Anytime when I failed my 50/50s, it was Chi-Chi, Kuching, Diluc, and Jean, Chi-Chi, Diluc. What's the other one? I'm forgetting one. There's like one other one and I forget. But I got everyone else besides Mona. Mona was like the one dupe 5-star that I never got in my playthrough. And I'm like, damn, they really don't want me to have the Water Witch. I'll keep using Chi-Chi then. Like, I was like, Chi-Chi works fine. I never would get angry because I'm just like, that means it's guaranteed, so at least it's out of the way. But it was just funny. It's funny. She got R5 or R... Oh. I think I did C6 Chi-Chi, actually. Which I was like, you know what? I'm kind of happy with that because that means I can save up for more Primogens and more tentpoles. And then after a while, I couldn't keep playing Genshin because after time went on, it was just too difficult to, like, keep up with it. And now, if I ever do get back into Genshin, there's so much I gotta catch up on. It's like, That's a lot of character stories I have to catch up on. Great. Lovely. Maybe one day I will. Maybe one day. Oh, excuse me. One sec. Oh, excuse me. I had to cough and it was stuck in my throat, but maybe one day. Oh my god, why is my throat being a piece of shit? Let me drink some water then. She's not affiliate yet, but a viewer was nice enough to spend money on her. Aw, that's sweet. That's always cute. But maybe one day I will walk back to Genshin and, like, just play it from somebody who, experienced it halfway through. Like, I wasn't in Genshin's fandom in the beginning, because I was just like, not my thing. And then I saw everyone play it, and I'm like, alright, fine, I'll fucking play it and see what it's like. And I'll be honest, it's not bad. It's not bad, it's just, it exists. Like, Genshin is a game that I would sit there and say, it exists. Is it bad? No. Is it great? Kinda. But, like, it's been getting into some weird shit. But, all I can hope is, like, I wonder what they're gonna do once they finish, like, the main story, because their main idea is, like, of course, doing the pools as, like, their main source of, like, big-ass income, because people want to fucking pull for their characters and, like, the next, OP character, while the other characters get just put in the sidelines. So it's like, which one do they go for next? But I wonder what they will do after, the story ends. They might not just finish the story. They might not. I honestly could see them not finishing the story, because, after Natlan is Sneznaya, which would be 6.0, and then my thought would be it would end at, like, 8.0, because 7.0 could be everything that happens with, I think 7.0 would be where they talk about, Conria, and, like, fully go into the story of Conria. Most likely through, like, flashbacks of, like, maybe, like, through 7.0, you get to play as the other protagonist and, like, experience what happened in Conria as them. maybe like revisiting a memory and like maybe the idea is like the other twin helps you revisit the past, like through some sort of memory bullshit. Or like some sort of like weird thing where they like pull you into like the story of Conria and they're like, this is what happened and this is why you need to fight the gods. And it maybe, I don't know. That would be my thought what 7.0 would be, because 6.0 is obviously gonna be the Fatui and Shnisaya. Obviously, that's gonna be the next one. And it's like, cool, great. Like, cool, makes sense. The Fatui have been like a big-ass bad guy for a while. We're gonna see the leader, we're gonna see all the other commanders, and see what happens with them. We'll see what happens with those guys. I predict at least 3 more will die, because the game is very much going to die. But I feel like it would end, like, at the end of 7.0, or at the end of 8.0, because 8.0 could be, like, epilogues, and, like, storylines that connect the characters together, and such. Maybe, like 7.0 is the players experiencing what happened to Conria for the first time. So, like, going back 500 years, seeing the war that occurred, and, like, you know, seeing from the perspective of the other twin. And then 8.0 is, maybe, like, a thought would be, like, maybe something would happen with Conria, like, what happened to Conria again, but on a larger scale. So you have to, like, so it's like gonna destroy the world or whatever, so they have to go to every single region, assist the god there, like, because they already assist the gods already, so they're familiar with them, so like, they assist the Archons there, help them with whatever situation is going on, and then maybe even, like, get their Gnosis back? Maybe get the Gnosis back, or maybe destroy the Gnosis, so that way the gods no longer have power, and then the twins sacrifice themselves to stop Conria happening, the Conria thing happening again, like another all-out war happening again, and they disappear back into the ether, dimension traveling again, and everyone kind of like has to cry over the fact that, no, we're no longer to see Traveler again, no, we're gonna miss you, erects a statue of Traveler as your selected character in every single region, overcoming the Archons, and you become the next god. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. I genuinely do think that they can always do a sequel. Oh, absolutely. Like, okay, here's the thing. They are absolutely most likely gonna do a sequel, like, in some sort of way, because they established that the Traveler, whichever one you pick, technically travels dimensions and time. So it could be that maybe the sequel or the prequel is how they got into that situation. How did they fight the god of glitching technology that forced them into Tavad? And that could be like, oh, that's like, you know, we can do like another 9.0 where you explore that story, and then you can, and then as like a bonus, like, you can select which character, like, at 9.0, you can then switch which twin you want to be, because they finished the story, so you can just swap between them, and then maybe at, like, 9.0, because they probably would do this, they allow you to replay Archon quests with the swapped twins, so you can see all the character differences and all that kind of shit. Maybe that would be what they do for 9.0, and then they can keep shilling out for all this shit. That would be my thought, is as to how they would keep going. Like, that's how I could see, like, a 9.0 is like, ah, yes, we experienced the story before, and thus we can switch again. And it's like, oh, fresh new save, except not really. It's like you have everything unlocked, but you could just go and play through the story once more, like a replay thing. And it's like, oh, cool, nice. That would be my thought, but that's Genshin, and Genshin is a weird thing. Genshin do be weird. I love how we went on this tangent on Genshin, and I've not played Genshin in years. It's been so long since I played it, so I'm like, I don't know what the fuck going on anymore. I'm very familiar with what happened in the first 4 areas, because that's quite easy to ascertain, but like, after? Yep. I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know what the fuck going on. And there's also, like, ZZC, which I don't think I'm gonna play it for a very long time. I don't think I've played Zenless Zone Zero for a very long time, or Star Rail. Even though I've been tempted to play Star Rail a couple times, I just kind of look at it and I think, this is cool, but I'm kind of fine kind of watching that kind of stuff in the background. I'm fine being that person who is okay to be spoiled with Hoyo games. I'm kind of fine with, like, MiHoYo spoiling me on shit, because I'm playing with the assumption I'm like going in with the assumption I'm not gonna play these games for, like, a long while, or just not at all. So I'll just, like, deal with the spoilers. It's like, cool, that happens in this game? Yippee, yay. Anyway, move on. Imagine you sponsor your own ship in the... Bruh. That would be, nuts, and also very, scary, and feels dumb. Like, why would you do that? You become an enemy. It's like, I'm good. Imagine getting sunk by the US Pop-Tart. True. The SS Pop-Tart, baby. And then they would make an anger thing about Pop-Tarts, and then you'd be sued for $2.6 billion because how dare you use the term Pop-Tart without the like the parent company being in on it, and you're like, oops, daisy. Anyway. Yeah, like Nintendo, god. Nintendo, I like Nintendo, but man, do they irritate me with some aspects. And some of it I understand, because they are a company, they have to protect their brand, which, you know, obviously, we want Nintendo to protect their brand, and it's like, chill. We want... Nothing is stronger than Japanese copyright lawyers. No, just Japanese copyright law is a beast and a half. Nintendo is just kidnapping anyone who dares make a fan game. See, that's the thing. They do that for a lot of people. They do that for a lot of things. Not everything. And the reason is, they perceive it as a threat. And that's the scary part. If you make a fan game for yourself, and you don't really talk about it, or you don't say anything, or like, you put it out there but it doesn't get popularity, most likely Nintendo's not gonna go after you. It's the fact that it gets popular. That's the biggest aspect. If you get popular, and people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna download this fan game, then Nintendo is gonna look at you and say, yeah, you can't do that, because it's, one, assumed to be a threat, and Japanese copyright law is very much stuck in the past. Well, not stuck in the past, I guess it's not the best term, but like very old, to say the least. And copyright law is just, it's a whole can of worms when you get into copyright law. As someone who knows the animation industry, and a certain company is being a dumbass, when it comes to copyright law, Japan is very much of the opinion that anything that violates it is, like, immediately bad, which, like, they don't believe in the idea of fair use, because it's not really implemented. Like, the idea of fair use hasn't, like, stuck yet, which is understandable, because that's how it was for a bunch of companies years and years and years ago. A pool is just a pet ocean, oh my god, true. True. You're not wrong. Hopefully that fate doesn't happen to Mario. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not gonna say that name because I don't want to get in trouble anymore. But, mayhaps not. They're gonna mail- No, they're just gonna take all your money. They'll financially drain you of everything. And that's the thing. Nintendo is... Listen, it's perfect, great, but it is, but the biggest aspect is just that Nintendo will see it as a threat. And a lot of Japanese companies are very protective of copyright. I mean, I deal with it actually all the time because I play Professor Layton. And Professor Layton is very much a franchise that gets notified, sort of, if you play their music, which is why I am more privy to play the remixes of songs, because even though it is, like, still the same song but remixed, it's not likely to be flagged compared to, like, actual in-game soundtracks. Which I get, you know. I get it, you know, they want to be careful. But it also feels, like, counterintuitive because... So you copyright strike me playing the game because it has the music in it. And it's like... I haven't had to deal with a copyright strike, thank God, but it's like... So I get, like, in trouble because I'm using your music that's being played in the game. I'm not taking it. It's in your game and you're hitting me with this problem. It's like, okay, but chill. But it's mostly just because, like, they want to be protective of their properties, and it, like, makes sense, you know? It makes sense, but also, I think it's a little bit kind of, stupid that they're so protective of their shit. Like, a little bit stupid, because Japanese even, like, will go after people who, like, will talk about it. Gonna play with no audio, I guess. No audio. No music, guys. We just listen to freaking something else. I don't know what we would listen to. Like, maybe, my shitty-ass remixes and my shitty-ass music. Actually, no, we'll ask Feeny to make audio tracks for us. I'll commission Feeny for that, but anyway. But, like, mostly, it just seems like to come from a place of... I don't know what the term would be, but it comes from, like, a place of, oh, you're going to steal our stuff. And majority of the time, that's not the case. It's mostly because Japan isn't very accessible with a lot of things. Like, a great example is how Nintendo is incredibly harsh to people who upload their soundtracks online. And I can understand that partially if the company was also distributing that audio for people to listen to, but Nintendo doesn't usually. So Nintendo doesn't really have a viable option for people to listen to their music outside of the game. So when people want to just listen to that one song, or like they want to find that one song, they just have to buy the game to do it. And it's like, I get it, you want money, but it seems like counterintuitive because someone wants to like listen to, say, I don't know, I guess like Zelda music. Let's say someone wants to listen to like Ocarina of Time music, like the opening theme. Are they just gonna have to buy Ocarina of Time and then just sit with their game open on the main menu for hours and hours and hours? No, you should give like a place for people to like sit down and listen to your music on your terms, because then it's like, okay. But if you don't do that, I don't see how you can get angry. Literally happened with one channel I know who had the Hey Pikmin entire soundtrack. Yeah, but the biggest aspect I don't get is like, if you don't give a viable option for people to access your good, like whatever you are making, people are going to pirate it. People are going to go yar har fiddly because it's easier. We don't have easy access. Like a great example is like a great example of this sort of is like with the Persona, because you can buy the Persona soundtrack, but that's like an extra $15. And some people just don't have that $15. But you can go on YouTube and find the soundtrack easily. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Spend $15 on a track where I stare at one screen the entire time? Or I can go look it up on YouTube and then just listen to it in the background with it minimized, and I can work on other stuff while listening to it. Like, it's obviously people are gonna go with what's gonna be convenient for them. And listen, I will say this also, if there are official channels to, like, do something, and it's like, oh, I still can't afford it, understandable, but if you can afford it, I would recommend that so that you don't get in trouble. I mean, I do as I say, kinda, but it's kind of like that. But even then, Atlas isn't, like, as hardcore as Nintendo, but, like, Nintendo very much sees it as, like, oh, you're stealing our music, when these are people who, I imagine, my first thought is, like, their first thought isn't to make money, it's to give access. So, if you don't want people to quote-unquote steal your content, I don't know, maybe make it accessible. Literally, I don't get why Nintendo doesn't have a YouTube channel dedicated to their music. Like, you could absolutely, like, Nintendo could absolutely, like, make their own Nintendo radio channel, where what they do is just upload the soundtracks of various games on there for people to find on their channel. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, I can now go to the Nintendo official radio channel and find Breath of the Wild music right there. I could go to the official Nintendo radio channel and look for Mario Galaxy right there. It's not that hard to do. It's not, because they have the soundtracks. They have the audio files somewhere in their vault, so they could just take those audio tracks, compile them together, and then just, like, put them together. Maybe they could even hire people to make remixes of songs for, like, fun, and, you know, add them to the track so you get an it incentivizes people to listen or watch their stuff, because now it's like, oh, we make this one song, and now people keep listening to it, we're gonna get money out of that. It's just, like, small stuff. Like, I understand it very much, but also it's going to happen because people want access to something. People want to listen to that one song in whatever game they love and not have to play through the whole game just to get to that one section. Like, come on. Giving access means people will be happy. Access means happiness. Access will actually lead to a lot more happiness. I think that's the better saying. Like, it helps to give access to people, because then if someone is, say, stealing your stuff, people will now look at it and say, why are you stealing that? It's literally right there. Like, why are you stealing this person's work when you have all of this other things to worry about? Like, stealing from them now looks shitty instead of it looking like Nintendo is just, like, attacking people. It's like, it's so close, but it's just not there yet. It's like, it's so close. And like I said, no shame on Nintendo. I understand it. It's just because it's older, and the idea of fair use, or the idea that people aren't trying to steal just because they want to make money. Like, I sort of can think of the fact that a lot of people who upload soundtracks onto YouTube choose to demonetize their channel, or, like, choose to, like, not include ads. Like, I'm sure, I know some people do, obviously, because they can, but, like, I'm sure there's a lot of channels who just upload it and don't allow ads to, like, gain money from ads specifically. I think that would be what it is. But they just say, nah, and just put the tracks there because they're like, people want to listen to these tracks. People want to listen to a 30-minute loop of these songs because it's fun. And they're nice songs. Like, I can genuinely believe that. I'm sure there are some people who are like, nah, I want to make money off of this, which is fucking stupid because you're gonna lose it. It's like, genuinely, like, there are people out there who want to listen to it. Like, because if y'all make fucking good tracks, of course people are gonna be like, where can I listen to the music? Where can I listen to this shit? I want to listen to the music specifically. It's gonna happen. This also occurs with things like, media itself. Like, if you take away a piece of media and just wipe it off of the internet. People are gonna find ways to get it back because they're like, wait, I want to see that, and they will find a way. People will find a goddamn way to get lost media back, because once you have access to it, it ain't going away. Nope, it's stuck there. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Like, I want to listen to Much Like Merc and Sweltering Parchlands for 30 minutes instead of rewinding every 2 minutes. Exactly, yes. It's like, you just want to listen to, like, the one song over and over and over again, because it's, like, and not have to, like, I guess the biggest aspect is a lot of game soundtracks have the, if you know what it is, but, like, the fade out. So, like, after, like, 2.5 minutes, or, like, maybe a minute and a half, or, like, after, like, a certain point, like, usually it's around, like, the 3-minute mark is what I've seen mostly. After, like, 3 minutes, it will then, like, fade out of the track, which is smart, because that means it has the potential of just, like, repeating, which is cool. But, like, you know, sometimes you just want to listen to the song without it repeating. Oh, sorry, I thought I heard something. Here we go. I am testing out my glove pattern, and it so far looks fine. I think definitely do need to fix up the sides, but these are good. I think I did really well with the middle finger. Are you kidding me? Alright, whatever. But like the sides I need to figure out how to do. And like figure out what's going on. Oh. Well, I have a visitor who's trying to get into my vent. Lovely. Hello. And we have a bird now. One of my roommates is a bird, so it's like just climbing everywhere. Yeah, I definitely did get I definitely got the pinky sort of right. So I think now what I'm gonna try to do, I need to expand what I probably need to do is like actually extend my fingers out to like test the pattern. Because I'm getting the general shape right. But like the actual, but I also, that's the thing. That's the thing. I gotta figure out what I need to. This bird is probably gonna be annoyed anyway. I gotta figure out what to do with the main bits, because I'm probably gonna have to do gussets. Well, I want to do gussets because I want to practice them, but like, I don't know how. But this is like the main base. And then... oh boy. I'm probably sure you can hear the bird. Which, fine, chill. Yeah, I definitely need to do more work on... I need to do more work on the pointer finger and the ring finger. The middle finger and the pinky are fine. So that's what I need to do, is like make it so that I can extend these a bit more. But this is close to what I was looking for. Close. And then I can figure out how to do gussets. But because I want them to sort of like creep. Actually, do I try and do gussets now? I could try. It wouldn't be too bad. It would be annoying, but it wouldn't be too bad. I could try and do gussets now. You know what, let's try and do gussets now and see what happens. We'll see, we'll see. Will it be great? I have no goddamn idea. But, actually, let me put this back on so I can, like, get a general measurement of what I'm looking for. But this is probably not gonna be great. There's something about a dry Bowser in the battle ring? Ooh, tell me more. I like to hear more fun facts. Tell me more. Fun facts are fun. Actually, I probably do need to extend the pinky a little bit more. Just so I get a bit more room. But the middle finger is, like, absolutely fine. I think this is, like, a perfect distance. Maybe like a little bit bigger, but that's fine. So I probably need to adjust everything on the pattern, which is good to know. Pattern number 2. Good attempt. Gotta make it bigger. Move that over. Do I got room for this? No, I don't. But pattern number 2 is close. It's just I need to keep making the fingers fatter to make the perfect gloves. Anyway. Oy. I never knew before. My first successful is that he can become dizzy and fall on his back, making jump attacks critical. Oh, that's a cute detail. That's a cute little detail. He's like, I fall and I can't get up. And he just like keeps going back and forth. That's an adorable idea. That's cute as fuck. Sorry, Dry Bowser. You just like fall over and you go flap flap. And you could just ruin his day, and he just sits there on his back trying to tilt himself over. It's I've seen those images of like animals who are like trying to like the turnover turtles that are like struggling to get on their backs. Or like, what's another animal where like if they get on their back they're gonna struggle a lot more in getting up? What animal would that be? Shoot. I got a picture of it. Oh, please send it in the Discord. That'd be fucking hilarious. Let me like do... Thank you. We get to see the funny thing in the Discord. It's great. He looks dead. He looks dead. Oh, he looks like he's dead he's just done. He's like, I'm done. I'm good. I just finished one of the funniest games I've played in a while. Which game? I would like to know. Which funny game was it? Which funny game? Which game had the funnies? It's always fun to see what kind of games exist out there and just see like what kind of things people craft. It's like, bro. He's a separate defeated Spartan in that pose. That's beautiful. We love those tiny details that people create, and it's like, bro, how did you craft this? Tell me more. I gotta extend this much bigger. So I gotta like do it. How big should I make this? Well, I gotta make it a lot bigger, so it's like... Let's do about here, I'd say. It's called Thank Goodness You're Here. It's a comedy slapfilmer set in Barnsworth, a fictional town in Yorkshire. Oh, that's funny. I think what makes Dry Bowser the easiest of the three is that he can't steal Bro's items. Bro's attack, excuse me. I'm thinking of, like, freaking Partners in Time, because Partners in Time is a very similar game, but not exactly. That's right, I remember this. Y'all remember Andela Town? God. Andela Town was very pretty. It was very nice. Thank goodness you're here. That's a fucking great title, too. It's like, oh, thank God. We're free. And you're like, what? It's like, I can't explain it, but we're free. And you're like, what? Whew, I'm making these beefy ass gloves, but I need to because I want these to be good fit, and then I can make gussets, which gussets are gonna be fucking annoying to make, but I want to try. Like, this will be a good attempt to figure out, and if I can figure these out, then it's like, oh my god, I have a pattern that I can just use for gloves in the future. Let me fight in hell. I mean, Dry Bowser hasn't really been known to have his own unique area, like, in, like, years. I mean, I would imagine his location would be more desert instead of hell, because that's where all the dry bones are, is the desert. So it isn't that he's burnt. I mean, he technically has burnt away and become dry in lava, but it most likely will occur in the desert. There we go. After this, I'll probably pull up some Xenoblade music, because Xenoblade is a very fun franchise. I need to play 3, but I've not played 3 yet, and I really need to play 3. Like, badly. I need to play 3 so bad. It's been so damn long. It's like, Xenoblade games are long. I need to, like, sit my ass down and, like, endeavor in that. I need to sit my ass down and do that, but it would take forever. Like, my original Xenoblade playthrough took, like, what was it, like 90 hours just to get to, like, 3/4 of the way there? I didn't even finish my first Xenoblade playthrough. I finished Xenoblade 2, and that took me too long. Because of all the goddamn quests and the gacha. Because, of course, Xenoblade 2 has gacha, but at least it's, like, good gacha and not, like, shit gacha. It's like, oh yeah, Xenoblade 1 a gacha, but, like gacha light, so it's like in-game currency only. Oh, crack my back. Gotta crack my back. Ooh. Oh, that was a lot. I do be cracking, it's great. Oh, there goes the bird. Yep. I heard it. I mean, I figured you would, because it's like, it's my body going, cracking like a ding dong. It's like, bruh, why your body be cracking like a ding dong? And it's like, I don't know, it do be cracking though. It's great. I think the biggest aspect, I would love to play the Xenoblade games on stream too. I think it would be very fun, but they are so long, and I would want to do, like, Xenoblade is the franchise where I'm like, I have to do everything. Like, I have to do everything the game offers. The ripe old age, and not even old, it's just my body cracks. Ever since I was young, my body would just, I guess the technical term is like, my body produces a lot of nitrogen bubbles, so I just crack. I just crack, like, all the time. And everyone's like, oh, you could be grinding your bones. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm grinding, but I'm just like, I'm fine. Occasionally it hurts because I'm, like, cracking too much, but, like, that's because I'm cracking too much. Like, I'll do just one crack and I'm fine. It's just been that way since I was a wee baby. I don't know. Pattern 3. We'll test out this pattern, but, like, I won't go the full shape because it's a lot more fabric I have to use, and I'm running out of scraps, which is not fun. I'm, like, making a glove out of scrap fabric to see if just the pattern works, because once I get my actual fabric, then I can actually test it fully on, like, the fabric I want to use it on. And if it works out with this shape specifically, then I can, like, fully have a pattern of gloves, which is freaking cool as hell. 'Cause I've always wanted to make my own gloves and just like see what it would be like. And then I can just take the same pattern that I'm making right now and just like make one for like longer pieces of gloves. It's like, yeah, cool. I was like also thinking of other like stuff to talk. I was like, my brain's like trying to think of whatever to speak of. I'm just vibing, you know. It would be cool to... I guess that's also a couple things I could talk about with, like, games. Because I like games, and I like to talk about games. Games are great. I like games very much. It's very fun to talk about games and, like, what kind of cool shit we can get into it. And we can, like, understand. But, I have problems with, well, I have problems and I have, like, appreciation for game design. And I have appreciation for people who aren't fucking stupid when it comes to game design. Who was the maniac at Nintendo who made every Boo have 150 HP? And hey, Boo whatever pun forced... Also, hey Boo whatever pun that forced me to travel halfway through the mansion 4 times? I know exactly which Boo you're talking about. I don't remember their name. But I know which one you're talking about. Ooh. Boy, that was a Boo and a half that would irritate the fuck out of me. Thank you for the honk. But god, those Boo. Like, okay, no, I'm gonna talk about, like, some of the Boos, I guess, in Luigi's Mansion, because I think that would be a fun franchise to do one day, is play Luigi's Mansion for, like, Halloween. I think that probably would be fun. I think that would be a fun time, but, the one thing I'm gonna hate with Luigi's Mansion is the goddamn Boos. Like, why is it, like, I'm genuinely asking this. Why do the Boos go up to 300 HP? 300! Like, are you kidding me? Like, that free time, like, that is the second floor is absolutely terrible. Like, the biggest aspect is that the mansion isn't built for backtracking fully. It's meant for you to go through all the rooms, but, like, they expect you, majority of the time, to go in a certain order. Like, you can go whatever rooms you kind of want, but it's like, they unlock rooms overall, like, depending on what keys you get. So why is it that the mansion is designed in a manner where you go in a sequential order, that there are Boos that can phase through the goddamn wall, and then you have to run around the room they are in to go in through the backside to get to their room? And I'm like... And you most likely will only have 5, like, not even 5, like 3 seconds to get, like, 20 HP off of them before they go into the next room. And then you have to run around again. And I'm like, bro, please. Chill. Like, chill. I just want to catch the goddamn Boo. Then the Boos that go in rooms you can't unlock. Exactly. And I'm like, I just want the goddamn Boo. And then they just do shit that doesn't help. I just want, like, space. It's like, bruh. I just want the time to, like, not worry about it. But then, like, you get to, like, say, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and the Boos are fucking nothing. Like, the Boos are so easy. At least they're, like, mostly contained to the room, and, like, at least Dark Moon / Luigi's Mansion 2, like, gives you enough room. Like, they're like, okay, we made the rooms bigger. And, like, it's, like, they don't have as much HP. There's, like, a bit of concern, but there's not as much HP to worry about. And then 3 just, like, says, Boos don't matter. Boos don't matter Boos don't matter. Like, it's so funny that in Luigi's Mansion 3, the literal biggest, like, the biggest thing, the Boos mean nothing in that game. And you're like, damn, the Boos mean absolutely nothing. And you're just kind of sitting there thinking, Well, what do I do now? Like, I guess I go for the boobs and they do nothing. Let me actually check to see if I have any more of the scraps in the fabric I'm using. I don't think I do. No, I just have the knit. I mean, isn't this the same fabric? No, it's not, but it could work. I could work with this fabric too, as like scraps, because I'm not anything or anything else. I guess that's why I can work with the scraps afterwards, so I guess I can try. I could try to make gussets with this, with pattern number 3. Where was my signature boo fight? Oh, where did I fucking go? What the hell? I went meow. I just went yippee out of the window. Gun. But scare boo losses. Like I really wonder why they didn't give us a boo fight in Mansion 3, but I get it because they decided to do all of the ghosts from like the first game, and I guess they couldn't figure out a way to like make a boo losses / big boo fight, but like they should have tried harder. I want a boo losses fight, man. In a good boo losses fight. Come on. I definitely do think that Luigi's Mansion 3 is very much a good blend of 1 and 2. Like, 1 is iconic because it's like this huge, sprawling mansion with tons of rooms for you to unlock. And 2 was more segmented for you to like play in short bursts. And 3 was like, okay, what if it's a big area? But your main goal is to get various items to help you try and get up. And if you can get to the floor, cool. The only thing with 3 is that it's too bright. It is too bright. Like, why do you need the flashlight in 3? Besides to stun ghosts. Like, its main purpose is to be a flashlight. So, why do I not need the light? That's the funny part, though. It's like, oh yes, I don't need the light. In this spooky game, derp, flashlight is only used as a weapon. I've actually thought about that in a weird way. What if... I wonder if there's like a horror game out there where like your main weapon for like a chunk of the game is your flashlight. And you have to like debate whether to use and whack your flashlight at people or like whatever enemy you're fighting against if you like don't have a weapon. Because the more you whack at them, the more you damage the flashlight. And if you break the flashlight, well, you have no light. So now it's like, oh, do I just use the flashlight so I can see where I'm going and run away? Or do I break it to like get a chance to escape and like know where I'm going? And then, like, maybe, like, a disposable item. You can find flashlights everywhere. So it's like, ah, yes. Like, the flashlight is both the weapon and the guide. Make sure you know if you can find another flashlight. Like, that kind of shit, you know? Where you can just, like, figure it out. That would be a cool game. Being, like, the flashlight is your primary weapon. They removed writing the poltergeist during the boss fight in everything but the PAL version. That's fucking funny. Of course PAL versions get the weird shit. PAL has always had the weird shit when it comes to stuff. It's fun. Oh, there's the bird again. Yep, there it goes. Alright, let me see. Hi, bird. Yes. Hi, bird. Trying to get through my vent. I guess I can do... Actually, who remembers... Actually, I don't think remembers. I think it's just fun. I could, like, hum to this, because I know someone made fan lyrics to this song. And it's Xenoblade, so it's like, yeah, hell yeah. I absolutely despise the grabber ghosts. Oh my god, the grabber ghosts were such a pain. Oh my god. The grabber ghost was so awful. Like, god. They are such a pain. Maybe that should be... I could pitch that to a couple people I know and be like, hey, what if we made a horror game where the flashlight was your weapon? This game design is fun, so... God, what else is there? I'm just like patterning this glove and trying to figure out if I can sew it, and it's like, can I? I don't know. It'd be cool, but we'll see. What else is there? Okay, that's a good glove pattern to keep going with. Pattern number 3. Let's see how well you do with what I'm working with now. There you go. Glove. I can cut this out. Oh, that's it. Cool. We're gonna go to Xenoblade Chill music. We can vibe to. Yeah, we'll do this one. Don't you dare. It's always with these people. It's like, come on. There we go. Xenoblade. God, I probably would want to play Xenoblade again, but that's such a long endeavor. Like I said, they're fucking long-ass games, and they've got their own shit going on, so it's like... Phew, if I ever did Let's Play Xenoblade, it would be, like, dedicating time to it. Like, dedicating time. But maybe one day. I've been thinking about making a mini comic about the Dark Trio, Rimuru, Rimura, and Rimuro. Maybe. That'd be cute. It's always fun to see that kind of stuff. I'm gonna run out of this fabric, and that depresses me, but I have extra other stretch fabric that isn't like this, but it's close. So I can still practice the fabric. It's like a type of stretch fabric, but not exactly. Like, the consistency is different. I don't know what the term would be. I know, the whole thing is like, well, technically what I'm working with is like I think it's a knit jersey, so it's like stretchy, but doesn't like fray very badly, so that's really good, but, I don't know. There you go. Oh, that's right. There's also one other thing I wanted to talk about, because I am trying... I know what game I want to play next soon, but it's kind of a bitch. There's like kind of a bitch to actually put together. I'm gonna like probably ask for help somehow to like set it up. I think those three are the least talked about dark matter characters. I can imagine it. It's been, like, I had to, like, kind of think in my head, thinking, like, who was these characters again? Because it's been so damn long. But, like, I want to play one game so badly because I listen to the music, and the music is fucking great. I know the story is fantastic. The gameplay is kind of shit, but I don't give a fuck, and I really want to play this game. The problem is, it's only on the PS3, and I don't have a PS3, nor a PS4, so I'm like, preserve your games, please, so I can play them. Come on, I want to play the weird games, man. And so I gotta find a way to play it, and it's like, it irritates me that I can't play some games because it's just like, no, we just didn't want to preserve the game, and I'm like, fuck you, preserve your games, man. There are people out there who want to play your games, and you're just like, nope, we're fine, we're good, and I'm like, bitch, let me play your game. I want to play that game. I get it. It's 20 years later. I don't give a fuck. I want to play them. And they're like, nope. And I'm just like, please. I have to find a way to play it because I really want to play it. And it's got such a pretty theme that I want to cover so bad. I really want to play. I've not actually said the name of the game, have I? Games can be lost media. They can be. And it fucking frustrates me that they can. Like, come on. Please. I'm begging you. This is one of the reasons why I'm going in the game design industry. Preserve your goddamn games. Because if you don't, they're just gone. They're gone. They're gone. And that's people's work. People have spent years making those games. And it just disappears. Like, poof. It's like, fuck that. I don't want that shit. I want to preserve games so people can play them in the future. Nah. But it's just, I don't think I said the game I want to play because, it's difficult, but if you guys know the game, Ashura's Wrath, it is a game I've been really wanting to play for a long time. Because when I first heard of it, it was the praising of its animation and its cutscenes. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I heard it had some dumb shit with its, like, thing where you had to buy DLC to play the goddamn ending of the game, which is like, okay, that's dumb. But, like, I think Ashura's Wrath came out in 2011? It was in the 2010s, I know that. It was on the PS3 in the 2010s, but I'm like, I learned more of this game. And holy shit, I want to play it so bad because I want to cover the main theme of the game. The main theme is so pretty, and it's like, oh my god. You wouldn't think that would be the theme of a game, which technically it's a beat 'em up, like a brawling game, similar to like Devil May Cry and shit. Not like Brawler, but like sort of like Devil May Cry, where it's like character action fighting style, just not done well. But like the main theme, god, it makes me cry when I listen to it because it's so beautiful. It's so, it grips my heart, and I really want to cover it, but I want to play the game so I have like an excuse fully. Because I mean, I could cover it whatever I want, but I was like, I want to play the game though, so I know what it fully comes from. It's so good. I want to play it so bad, so I have to find a way to play it. I have to find a way to play it. And I'm trying to figure out a way to play it, but it's like really difficult, and I'm getting annoyed, so it's like, I need someone to guide me through the process so I can play it and finally experience this goddamn game. That's my rant. Because I really want to play Ashura's Wrath, and I'm like, I'm just like, y'all, can we please preserve our games so that way me, this little glitch right here, can access lost media and have fun with them. Like, please, I beg of thee. I want that so bad. I want that so bad. Just to vibe, man. It's also just important in general to preserve media because it says something. Like, even shitty media. Even shitty media. Like, has its purpose. Turn lost media into found media, please. Exactly. Please, turn them into found media so that way I can find it and have my fun. But, oh boy. Oh boy, it's just like, I really, really want to play Asura's Wrath, like, so bad. Because I keep hearing such good things about it. And it's sad that I can't play it. Like, I want to play it so bad, but I don't have a PS3. So it's like... my depression is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Not really, but it's like that kind of thing where it's like, I really want to play it. Like, bad. Bad, but I don't think that'll be coming up soon. I want it to, because then I can cover the main theme and I can have fun with fucking... Because it's also because the game is entirely based on Buddhism and Hinduism. So I'm like, there are not very many games that I know of out there that are based on Hinduism and Buddhism specifically. So it's like, how do they interpret these beliefs? How do they do it? Tell me. I need to see. I need to grasp it. I need to understand. How did you do it? Listen, I'm a geek for beliefs and knowledge and how they're used in various game media because it's like fucking cool to see how people interpret other cultures, be it bad or good. Like, it's like good to see. Hinduism is so cool as well. It is literally one of the oldest religions in the world. And it has such a presence. It is so old, but it's still so prevalent. It's like, seeing how it connects to various other cultures, other people's religions, and like beliefs, it's like, I need to know. I need to know how they do Hinduism. Plus, Hinduism has some fucking kick-ass gods in there. Like, the way they structure the gods and like all that kind of such, I'm like, I love this. I love this so much. It's like, damn. Tell me more. I want to know more. I want knowledge in this aspect because I won't have knowledge in this aspect. So I'm like, please give it to me. I want the knowledge so I can understand how this came to be. It's cool. It's cool as fuck. And it's like, I can't think of, I have to like research fully what games have Hindu mythology besides fucking Persona. Persona is like the other notable game with Hinduism in there, but that's Persona. They have old types of like beliefs and religions in there, like old mythology and stuff. So it's like, well, duh, because it's Persona. They're gonna pull from everything. They're gonna pull from everything to get something. Fuck you for your ads. Like, they're gonna have everything, but like, an entire game based on it and Buddhism? Like, sign me up, please. I want that. Thank you. I guess the other, I mean, it's technically not connected to that, but it's like close in a way, is like, actually that's more connected to Buddhism, is technically any game or like media that focuses on Journey to the West, because Journey to the West is very much Chinese mythology, but also very rooted in Buddhism, because it's the story how Buddhism came to China. Which also very fun to see people interpret Journey to the West in various aspects and seeing how like, how often Sun Wukong is referenced in media, because it's just, like, so prevalent. Like, it's everywhere. Everything is influenced by Journey to the West and Sun Wukong. It's just gonna happen. It's great. So I'm still trying to figure out a way to play Ashura's Wrath. I'm gonna keep figuring out ways. I will find a way to play this game and experience it fully. Because I really, really, really want to. And if I can't figure out a way, then we're gonna just watch it. I am like half tempted to pull up a long play of Ashura's Wrath, crediting the person who's like obviously playing through it, obviously, so like we can see like what they're playing and like understand it. But I'm gonna pull it up, I'm gonna pull up all the cutscenes, we're just gonna watch it like it's a big ass movie. I would want to do that, but I don't want to do that because that would be kind of rude. So it's like let me figure out how to play the game. If I can find a way to play the game first, and I'll spend as long as I can avoiding that as my last possible thing. I hope one day Ashura's Wrath does get, like, remade, because I think it deserves to be. And I think people there's so many people who do, like, not a lot of people, but a lot of big people, from what I know, from what I've seen, who have talked about Ashura's Wrath, saying, please remake this game, please allow people to play this game, like, I'm begging you. And it's like, can we get more people to talk about it so I can play it? Because if we can get people to talk about it, then it's like, well, then maybe we can have it be playable. Like, maybe, come on, please. I would love that. Because then if people want it so badly, then people are like, well, that's what they want. Let's do it. One-time bullying tactics work. It's funny. My rants of Ashura's Wrath go on into infinity because I'm a dumbass who loves dumbass games. I just love games and game design in general. I like shitty games, I like great games. I want the shitty games because the shitty games means we can learn. I want the great games because that means I can have fun. And the shitty games I can have fun. You ever, like, play a game that you're like, this is so bad, but you love it so much because it's just so bad? I have so many games like that. Like, what is your, I guess the term would be like guilty pleasure game, but like, what's your favorite guilty pleasure game? I have one that's like at the top of my list because I love to think of ideas of how to rework it and like think of like hypothetical ways to make it quote unquote better. And I'm like, Also, ow. I poked myself, damn. With a goddamn needle. I poked myself with a needle. Let me cut this out so I don't have to worry about this fabric. There we go.
Ready to turn those everyday purchases into exceptional rewards? Then apply today for a Visa Platinum or Visa...
I love ads being bitches. There we go. Because now I can sew this a bit better without having the extra fabric hang down. And any extra fabric I do have, I can use as gussets. Most likely, maybe. I don't know. Have you also heard of Don't? Sounds familiar, yes. I feel like I have heard of Don't. It sounds familiar. Like, I feel like I have heard of it, but I don't remember. I don't remember. But it sounds familiar. Oh yes, the Persona song. Oh, wow. Yeah. I have heard Don't, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. Yippee, another song to bop to. Woo! It's like, yay! More! Give us all the Persona songs to bop to, baby. Let's fucking go. Don't fucking rocks. It's like... And it's... I'm excited for... I need the 2-hour extension immediately. Oh, absolutely, yes. I need the 2-hour extension. Because I listened to it and I'm like, oh, this is already heartbreaking. Because it's a bop. But, like, listening to the lyrics, I'm like... Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Also, I am prepared to square myself up. I'm prepared to square myself up specifically for this game, for like Aegis' DLC. Because I know what happens partially in it, and I'm like, I am now ready to defend certain characters for their actions, because I'm waiting for people who haven't played the original Persona 3, or like the original The Answer, like FES, The Answer, and I'm ready for people to start going nuts on certain characters, and I'm like, here we go. Time for the internet to brawl. I'm just ready for people to be like angry at certain characters, because I'm like, yep, here we go. But like, yeah, don't fucking bomb-ass song. Fucking great-ass song. Like, they really are good with making battle themes fucking go as hard. I wonder if Margaret is gonna appear? I don't think Margaret would appear. I could see it, maybe for like extra content, but probably not. Though that would be fun. That would be fun to see Margaret. Though, the character I would like to see is Theodore, except we're not gonna see him. I guess that's another thing I could talk about, is I've talked about this, not talked about this, but like thought about it in my head for like a while, because I've seen people talk about it on Twitter, and it's like, okay, let's FemC, here we go. We're never seeing Theo again. I don't think we're gonna see Theo again in main games. Side games, he's been prevalent, like in the side games, specifically like the dancing games, in the Q games, we've seen Theo. We've actually seen Theo in Q2 and in I think it was Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight. So they aren't recent, but we have seen him. So I think they're relegating Theo and thus FemC to side games, which is disappointing, because I want Theo to come back strictly to be the sort of straight man but also silly figure that compliments Elizabeth, because their dynamic is freaking great. And Elizabeth does mention Theo in passing. Like, she mentions having a brother, which is Theo. So it's like, maybe we could see him. Maybe for like a fun thing, we could see Theo as like a boss fight, maybe in another game. That'd be cool. Maybe like in another Persona game, we get the chance to fight against other DLC, like other like Velvet Room attendants. But I don't think we're gonna see Theo in his natural habitat, which sucks. Is like one of the only male Velvet Room attendants. Yeah, and it kind of sucks. But I understand, like, okay, I have thought about this. I am upset we don't have FemC. But I understand why we don't have FemC. I understand why we don't have FemC in Persona 3. In Persona 3 Reload specifically. Because, it's a lot of content that you'd have to go through and, like, update for FemC. And I'm gonna be on, we're not gonna get, I'm hoping that, like, in future games we get a female protagonist. We'll see what happens there. But I genuinely do think that it is disappointing we don't get to see FemC, but I fully understand it because I played, like, playing, we probably just played Luigi, yeah, true. But, like, thinking about it wholesale, like, wholeheartedly, that's a lot of work to, like, put together FemC in a game. Like, which, by its account, is a remake of the original Persona 3 / Persona 3 of FES. Not Portable. Portable came late. I think, when did Portable come out? Let's check. Hold on. Portable. When did Persona 3 Portable come out? And when did Persona 3 FES come out? Let's see. Persona 3 Portable came out in 2009, which, dear God, that's 15 years ago. Oh my God. FES came out in 2007. Okay. Oh God, that's old. Anyway, I mean, it makes sense. But anyway, FES, which is like the definitive edition of Persona 3 back in the day, came out, I think it was 3 years after, like, when did original Persona 3 come out? Let me see. 2006. So it was like 3. No, actually. Hold up. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? Oh yeah, no, because FES is with Igus. That was specifically. So that came out at like a year. So the original Persona 3 came out 6 years, like a year before the answer. And then the answer came out the next year. And then 2 years later, we then got Portable with FemC. I don't think a lot of people realize how much content FemC has. Oh, don't do that. I don't think people, like, realize how much content FemC actually brings to Portable. Because, putting this in perspective,
It's our goal to be
shut the fuck up with your goddamn shit. Anyway, like, FemC has entirely different confidant routes. Because they account for the male characters being, the male party members. Yeah, we get the male social links. Which, for one thing, the first thing it does is cuts off all of the other male social links in Makoto Yuki's story. So, like, a bunch of... Let me see what the social links in Persona 3 Portable. Let's see. Yeah, because in the main game, it's, like, let's go down the list. For, like, the magician. Kenji is the magician. In Portable, it's Junpei for female protagonist. Then I think the next one is, for the chariot. The chariot is Kazushi, but in, Portable with FemC, it's Rio, who's a different character you get to hang out with if you join a different club. Which is interesting. The hermit, which is Maya, becomes the librarian in for FemC, which is enough, so that's 3 characters. Fortune is Ryoji. Ryoji is a confidant in Persona 3 Portable, which is nuts. Like, absolutely nuts. Let me see. Let me see what other ones. Mamoru, who's the, track dude, is Akihiko. The moon is Shinjiro. And then, so that's like, technically you've got 6 base ones that need to be changed. Oh, wait, no. I forgot. Yuko is replaced with Koromaru. So that's 7 confidants that are excluded from FemC's storyline because they're replaced with other characters. Yeah, Yuko is gone and it depresses me, but that's like, that's 7 social links gone because they have to account for the other ones. Does Ken also? Oh yeah, that's right. Ken does have one. Chihiro was replaced with Ken, so that's 8. That's 8. Let me see. So Junpei, We got Junpei, we've got Ryo, we've got Ken, we got Ryoji, Saori, who's the librarian, Koromaru, Akihiko, and Shinji. That's 8 characters. 8 confidant links that need to be rewritten and updated with new animations. And half of those are romanceable routes. Like, because like it's the Persona games. You gotta romance the opposite gender. So I think it's specifically Junpei, Akihiko, and Shinjiro. And I think I don't think it's Ryo, but I think one of the other characters is romanceable. So at least 3 of them you have to make romance options for. And you could say, well, yeah, you could just use the writing for Persona 3 Portable. Fun fact, the Persona 3 Portable game doesn't use the in-game models very much. They use the sprites majority of the time. So the majority of the game is visual novel based. So they have to animate entirely new scenes to go with the dialogue for 8 characters. At least 3 have romance options, so they have to animate new scenes for those. And that's just the social link. Compare that to the actual storyline, where the answer connects to Makoto Yuki's story because of Aigis, and Aigis is trying to fill in the shoes of the main character. How would that work with FemC? Because I don't remember if Aigis' story was included with Portable. So it's like, are you going to include, like, how are you going to implement FemC story into the main thing? So it's like, and that's just the story content. There's also the animations that you have to account for. There's also the rewriting of dialogue because you now have a female character you have to account for. And there's also the voice acting because you have to hire a new voice actor to voice for FemC. There's the animations that go into FemC because she fights entirely differently from Makoto Yuki. She uses a freaking naginata. She uses a goddamn spear, similar to Ken. She doesn't use a sword. Like, I genuinely wish we did have FemC, but when you put all of that content together of rewriting scenes because they need to fit with Reload's writing style, Naginatas are cool weapons? Oh, absolutely they are. They're great. Rewriting those, like, writing those scenes and rewriting them and fitting them into the dialogue, animating those scenes for at least 8 new confidants, because you have to account for the fact that majority of those confidants did not have animations on them. They just had the sprites talking to you, just facing you. So you have to think about that. You have to think about that aspect with just the writing. At least 3 of them, I think 4, because I think you can romance Ryoji, which that's the best timeline. You have to animate scenes that split off to do the romance scenes by themselves. So that's another, like, chunk of animation and, like, things you have to write and put together. Then there's FemC herself, where you have to model her, make sure she's animated well, make sure she fits, has her own UI screen. Romance Ryoji so the world never ends. Exactly. We get our boy and the world never ends, baby. But you have to account for all that. But you have to account for the animation she goes in, make sure she has her own UI, because Makoto Yuki has his own UI along with Aigis, so FemC would have to have her own UI, which most likely, because of how they characterize Makoto and Aigis' UI, they're probably gonna make it much different in, like, style compared to Makoto Yuki, because he's much more chill and FemC is much more chipper, so they'd probably change the scenes to make it fit her character more, which is like, they probably have to think of new UI for that. They have to change up the story to fit with her things, and it's like the animations, the boss fight, like, there's stuff that goes on that has to be accounted for. And I understand it. You absolutely could. There are people out there who are modding Persona 3 Reload to include FemC. And to those people, y'all are fucking champions. Those people are fucking crazy to do that because it's a lot of goddamn work. But here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing a lot of people don't think about. They're not being paid. The people who are modding Persona 3 Reload are not getting paid. They're doing it out of their own free time. Atlas is a company that has to pay people to do this. They have to pay people to make those models for FemC and for Orpheus. They have to pay people to texture those models. They have to pay people to write. They have to pay the musicians and the composers to remix music for FemC, because FemC has her own battle themes, wiping it all out. And they probably would have to make another battle theme on top of that for, you know, the other version. They literally did another battle theme for Aegis being Don't. So meaning they would do so much work and they have to pay people. And they have to wait because it's a production. So, like, it's a lot of work. And I understand some people will probably be like, well, no, they could probably do it. They're a big-ass company. Yeah, they're a big-ass company. They got people to account for it. They gotta pay people. Like, why do you think Reload costs $70? Kotone's Orpheus is slightly cooler. Here's the thing. I genuinely think it shouldn't have been Orpheus for, Kotone. Do you know what the obvious answer could have been for her? Eurydice. The other partner in Orpheus' story. The literal one that gets left behind. Like, why didn't they make her Persona Eurydice? Why didn't they make it Eurydice? Like, why? Why was it just female Orpheus? Like, come on. You literally had the material right there where it is the literal story. Like, come on. Eurydice was, like, right there. I'm like, bruh. Bruh. But anyway. Like, they probably wouldn't. They would just adjust Orpheus's model. But they'd have to adjust it. Orpheus the Orphan Slander. True, yeah. You'd have to. But like I'm saying, there was like a perfectly fitting character in Greek mythology that would have worked, and they didn't do it, and I don't get why, but they have to account for all of that, and FemC has her own shit going on, because she probably, like, think about it even like this, they probably would have to even rewrite current, confidants, because FemC says different lines of dialogue compared to Makoto. Like, Kotone will say things a lot more chipper or be, like, a lot more peppy. So they probably have to rewrite answer choices and dialogue prompts to fit with her character. Which is going back to adjust your dialogue and rewriting it to fit the current dialogue. Because a character has a different aspect, it's a lot of work. Unless you make them a blank, like, and I mean a blank slate. But Persona doesn't make their characters fully blank slates. They have personalities, they have things that make them who they are. Makoto Yuki is a depressed piece of shit who listens to his music and vibes. Kotone is objectively meant to be much more happy and much more, like, visibly happy and visibly chipper and, like, energetic compared to Makoto Yuki. Like, she is much more of, like, happy-go-lucky and much more, like, energized compared to Makoto Yuki. So it's like, you'd have to write dialogue that fits her and also continues the story. Like, that's what you would have to do. That's what you would have to do. And that's a lot of work, because guess how long Persona 3 Reload is? It's 100 hours long! So, that's 100 hours of dialogue. Just base game. Not including post-game or anything like a new game plus. Just base game that they have to write. Like, that's what they have to write. And that doesn't include all the answer choices. So you have like 10,000 different answers to like pick from. Well, not 10,000, but like every answer choice has at least 3 points. And then they also have to rewrite scenes because they have to account for FemC. Things like the bathhouse scene can't work. They'd have to rewrite that. They'd have to rewrite that whole scene because FemC is a girl. So she would be walking in and probably the main objective would be they have to make a different gameplay mechanic to fit with FemC. Like, instead of you trying to escape, it's now you trying to figure out what the heck is going on around there. And if you find the dudes, then it's like, oh, you get angry. So they have to write and animate and make that playable. That's just one scene. And that takes like, that would probably take like a couple weeks to put together, because they have to animate that from scratch. Like, I get it. I genuinely get why people really want FemC. I want FemC so bad. But like, if they didn't account for it in the beginning, and this is the thing with game design, you have to have a structured game document and structured timeline, because if you don't, then you're gonna be stuck in a mode of just like constantly creating stuff that will lead you in a feedback loop that leads you nowhere. There are tons of games out there that will just constantly add like side features and not make the main story. So they probably sat down and said, this is a remake of Persona 3, the original game. Kotone and all the stuff that she has would take a couple more years of stuff to work with, because we'd have to work with that and include that into the aspects. They'd have to include all of her shit as like with the document, and that takes for fucking ever. And I suspect that would take a couple of years in addition to the base story, because they have to write that. Then they were like, let's add the FES stuff. And they had, yes. But most likely they also had FES in mind. And they just decided to they most likely did have FES in mind when they were making the game. That's why it's available as DLC. So most likely they did account for FES, but they just couldn't put it as the, you know, part of the main game. They're like, okay, we can't do that. Then, like, probably, like, during production, they're like, okay, with the timeline that we have and the deadlines we have, we can't do FES on top of it. But that doesn't mean we can't stop. We're not going to stop working on it. We're just going to make it as DLC. Expensive DLC, but DLC nonetheless. So we still get it. Because they have the time. Because they probably accounted for FES originally. Either as, like, part of the whole package or as DLC. And they kept it in the background. But, like, even with FES, they had to make an entirely new model for Metis, render art, all the kind of render art, gameplay, add new features to Aigis, because she has a completely different design, not completely different, but, like, a different design with added features compared to her original design in original Persona 3. So it's like, and FES comes out next month. That's 7 months. You might think, oh, they just did it in plus Metis Theurgies. Exactly. Metis Theurgies. Exactly. And you're like, oh, well, they did this in 7 months. Oh, no, they didn't do this in 7 months. They did not do, the answer stuff in 7 months. Not by a fucking long shot. No, they absolutely didn't. They accounted for FES a long time ago. Like, they accounted for that. Yeah, she's gotta have 2 Theurgies, and she's gotta have her own persona model, so it's like, they absolutely did account for, FES to be part of Persona 3 Reload. They most likely I'm sure they did think of saying, oh, we could add Kotone into the game. And probably after, like, maybe, like, a year or two of debating and, like, working on the pre-production phase, they're like, that's not feasible. We can't do that. And they have to, like, drop that aspect early on, because it's just easier. Because if you're focusing on 3 aspects, that's fucking 3 games, essentially. Because it's 3 games, essentially. You gotta think about all that. Like, bruh. That's a lot. That's a lot. When you look at it. 3 MCs, exactly. 3 MCs, 2 female. But, like, I wish we had FemC. I really want FemC so bad. So bad. And I'm sure they definitely thought, okay, maybe in pre-production, the idea of, like, we could have all 3 of them. FemC, Aigis, and male MC. but probably in pre-production, they were like, FemC isn't feasible. Not now. And they probably kept going with the production, and they said, I don't think we're gonna get to FemC at all. And they're like, okay, we move on. We keep going. Because that has to be determined in pre-production. And I genuinely believe it would take a couple of years to fully implement FemC with all of her quirks and kinks in there, because she changes up the story a lot. And that's not even including Theo, because Theo is an entirely new character that you have to adapt in the Reload style, have a new voice actor, have render art, have his own animations and model made, have his own side quests made. Like, there's a lot. That's a lot. And then the Theo battle, exactly. Like, the amount of... I genuinely believe that if they did want to add FemC, it would take at least another 2 years. Just another 2 years of development to, like, iron out everything, get her fully prepared and put together. Like, at least. Like, I would say 2 years. Because that's how long Portable took. And Portable is arguably the worst version of Persona 3. Because it doesn't even have all of the, like, social mechanics. It's just visual novels for the social aspect. Like, it's just visual novels and then dungeon crawling. Like, they literally cut out half of the content to make you play the other half. Because it was made to fit, you know, a portable game. So they'd have to, like, work to build up all that portable stuff to be, like, console ready. It's like... Make something new for Reaper for no reason. Maybe they'll make something new for the Reaper. That'd be cute. But, like, I genuinely do think that it was probably an idea they had, but as they kept going in production, just wasn't feasible. It just was not feasible. And it makes sense, because just look at all the shit we've been talking about. Look at all the shit we've talked about with FemC and all the shit that she's added, that she does to Persona 3. You think they're gonna do that in just... Like, you think that's possible to do? It's like, bruh. Make the Reaper a playable character? Bro, in the next dancing game, I expect the Reaper to be a rival. Like, that'd be fucking funny. What if, like, you have to fight the Reaper? And it's like, you have to, like... What if it's, like, during one of the King Crazy fights? In, like, the King Crazy dances, the Reaper will suddenly appear as a partner and you have to, like, fight him. In the middle of your dancing. That'd be fucking stupid. But I would love that, though. That'd be great. That would be fucking funny. I think that would be great. DR Toho, bro. Yeah, exactly. He's, like, doing all these crazy combos and you're sitting there thinking, what the fuck do I do? And you're like, I don't know what to do. It's great. Ooh! Wait, let me see. Not bad. Oh my god, I have to, like, send a picture of this later on once I get used to it, but, like, that's actually not too bad. Let me see. I could probably sew up these fingers a bit more. Izanagi is my favorite starter persona. I would say Arsene is my favorite purely in design. Because design-wise, God, Arsene, I'm like, sir. Sir, you do not need to do an axe kick like that. That's, like, a little bit too much, but I love you for it. But I do think Izanagi is a good starting... Like, I genuinely do think that the starting personas get better over time. Because Orpheus is cool, but there's nothing much going on with him. Like, Orpheus doesn't have much going on with him. I actually could make this much shorter as a glove. But that actually works quite well. I can work with this, though. Yippee! Okay, cool. Pattern number 3 is one thing I could iron out and work with. Yippee. Orpheus is just boring compared to Thanatos and Messiah. Absolutely. Like, Thanatos is such a fucking kick-ass design, and Messiah feels so ethereally wrong Like, it looks ethereal, but you're also like, what the fuck is going on anymore? What's happening? What's happening? But Thanatos, God, is such a sick-ass design. It's so good. I love the helmet skull. Like, it's a literal goddamn gigantic skull. But it's a mask. It's a helmet. There's a face. There's not a face. There's just a head in there. And you're like, what? And the coffin's acting as like a gigantic cape with the chains, man. Oh boy. Also has a dog collar. Good boy. Ryoji probably likes the term good boy. He heard it from Koromaru and he's like, I like that. It sounds nice. And he's like, But like, absolutely, I do think, like, I think as they've gone on, I think Arsene's probably gotten some of the greatest love. Like, Izanagi is cool. I like him a lot. But like, Arsene, oh boy, Arsene comes in and says, I'm gonna kick your ass, and I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna look stylish while doing it. My guy has some of the cool, like, I think it's just because you put someone in like a cool ass tailcoat and most people will be like, yeah, we like that. And you're like, I love the dynamic between Izanagi and Magatsu. Oh, absolutely. I think the idea of Izanagi is much cooler than Arsene. Like, I will say this. Artistically wise, Arsene is one of my favorite personas. Artistically. But like, story-wise, Izanagi probably has one of the coolest aspects. Like, he's fucking cool as hell. Like, to come in and have the way that Izanagi is implemented in the story is really cool. Can y'all shut up with your goddamn ads? Izanagi is very cool to, like, see put together, so you're like, yes, give me this. Especially, like, how the story is played out with Izanagi. Arsene doesn't have much, like, story presence besides, like, being the voice that speaks to the... And Orpheus is, like, not as prevalent compared to Thanatos or Messiah. Like, even Messiah was a little bit eh, but, like, Thanatos is, like, prevalent and, like, important. Like, I would say definitely that Arsene is, like, the least important starting persona. Like, the other personas were very much important to the story. Very much. He just basically appears but still has more prevalence. Yeah. He's just like, hello, I exist. And you're like, hello, how you doing? He's like, I'm good. Ready to kill everything? And it's like, yes, let's do it. Let's go. But like, I would say Arsene has the least amount of story presence, which is kind of disappointing. Like, I kind of wish that he did have a lot more story presence. Like, but it's like, but Izanagi do be like, yeah, I'm part of the story, bitch. I'm part of it. And you're like, true, good sir, go on. The ultimate personas are always good? Oh, absolutely. And stop spamming Myriad of Truths. Stop spamming Myriad of Truths, bitch. And you're like, how about no? Spam it to high hell. Spam him to high hell and back, bitches. And we love it. We love it. We love that for ourselves. Sinful Shell, baby. Let's go. Sinful Shell. Let's go. Whew. I will say, definitely I do think that all of the other ultimate personas have much more prevalence. I would actually say this. Persona 5, I think one of its biggest problems is that it doesn't have its main persona protagonists be prevalent in the story enough. I mean, at the end, yeah, technically we got a cool badass moment where Joker got to summon a literal devil and say, bang, die. And it's like, alright, chill, man. Goddamn, what the fuck? But like, Satanael is just meant to be the OP final shot. Izanagi no Okami is the same way, but like, and so is like Messiah, but like, bruh. Never using the story unless you fuse him. Yeah, exactly. He's never used unless you fuse him, which I wish I got to fuse him in my playthrough of Reload, but dang, it's fine. I wish I got to do it, but it's fine. We twied. Playing through that game with like barely a guide was like very fun though. But like Thanatos has absolute story presence, obviously, and like Izanagi no Okami is not used as much, but like Izanagi itself is like very prevalent to the story. The MC fights give Messiah and Izanagi more screen time. Yeah, they do, which is sad. Like, that's depressing. Like, why is it that the... Also, genuinely wish that we got MC fights for Joker, but like, maybe next time. I want to see what Joker's boss fight would be, man. That'd be funny. What would he be? I do wonder what the next Persona game will be. Like, what will it be like, specifically? What will it be fully put together? Joker about to one-shot a character with Setaniel, true. It'll be like Elizabeth, where it's like, hey, if you fuck around too much, I will murder you, and you're like, shit. Yeah, that's not bad. I probably need to cut the slits a bit more. But that's not bad. I can work with this. So I can like take these pieces, fold them into each other, and like cut a little bit deeper. Like just a little bit. So much closer. Like a little bit more. As I'm talking about all this shit, I'm just like vibing and like sewing my gloves. But I'm glad I finally ironed out the pattern I want. So it's like cool. Plant Sana did make a shadow version? Fuck yeah. Is the plant a Venus fly, like a dark plant? Is it like a... What would evil shadow plant be? Maybe, would it be a Venus flytrap or a Felicia? What is shadow plant like? Alright, so now if I've snipped these a bit lower, so let's see. I don't think they're low enough. Shit. It's fine. I can always keep cutting, as long as I don't go too far. Let me snip one and see how far. Then I can like clip this piece in a bit more once I get the gussets together. So yeah, I have a bit of trimming to do. What's a good spot? I think try to make an apple with a snake, sort of referencing. Ah, that's cute. That's cute. That's nice. Let me see if I can like get this put together. Trying. Let me see. There we go. There we go. There we go. Like slowly snipping these down so that way I'm not cutting off too much. Oof, that might be too much. Shit. It's fine though. I have the pattern, so as long as I keep the pattern intact, that's just fine. But I won't have this fabric anymore, which is shit. Oh, that's fine, actually. That works. Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking it would be similar to Shadow Risei, but instead of dodging every attack, it'll just abuse your weakness. So the Reaper. Except not moving twice. So it's just the Reaper. Lovely. That's great. Just the Reaper. Being like, weakness identified. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, just pretty tame. Fair. I get that. Alright, so that actually works out quite well. So I've got the base idea for the gloves. I just gotta cut the, things a bit more. But now I gotta figure out gussets, and that's gonna be fun. If y'all don't know what gussets are, it's the only medium damaging skills as well. Okay, so, like, I'm guessing this isn't, like, this is probably, like, halfway through the game, so it's, like, a little bit of time to, like, get their shit together. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. So, gussets, for those, if you guys have gloves, and you see, like, that little insert fabric between your fingers, that's a gusset. It goes in between your fingers to help you, spread, like, put the glove on evenly. So it's like, that's a gusset. It's fun. It's fun to say gusset, but I got, like, it's like saying gushers from, it's like saying gushers from, Mario Odyssey. Oh, it's a gushin, excuse me, not gusher, a gushin. How big should... I want these to, like, smoothly fit on my skin. I think I'll, like, fit these a bit closer, so... We'll say about... Do I have my tape measure on me somewhere? It's, like, probably over there. Shit. Where is my tape stuff? Back. My stuff. Oh, I disappeared again. Damn. Critical Pokios haven't returned once since Odyssey. I do miss the Pokios. They were great. Pokios were great. Alright, I gotta go down here. Hold up! Where is my shit? Oh, that ain't it. Where the fuck did my shit go? Bitch, am I stupid? Ow. I bonked my head. Probably stupid. Nope, I'm stupid. Alright, we're fine. This is what happens when you have a stupid glitch. Stupid ass glitch being dumb. Anyway. So I think what we're gonna do is, like... We'll say if I, like, pushed this in... half an inch? We'll say about, like... Yeah, we'll go within half an inch for now. Actually, we'll go with, like, a bit more than half an inch. Because then... half an inch of width. And I go from... That's about 2 3/4 plus, two and 3/4 plus 2.5, so that's 5 1/4? Yeah, because 2.5, and then 1, 2, yeah, 5 1/4. Give it a little bit of leeway. If I need to trim it, I want to give myself leeway to work with. There we go. Kirby games are not really, from what I know of, they often fix bugs. At least not from my knowledge. I don't remember many Kirby games, like, fixing bugs often. It might just be me from not remembering, but I don't remember Kirby games often fixing bugs. Unless it's like a remade game. There we go. Madam, I wish to have your pitch. How do you do that? I wish to have the pitch to sing that high. I can't do that, though. Oh, don't do that. Come on, why you be difficult with me? I just want to cut this out. There we go. And then I can cut this right here. Please don't fuck up. I'm begging. There we go. Let's see. How does this look? Fine. Cool. Okay, let's see how well this looks. Excuse me. Oh, the sneeze came in fast. At least I sneezed though. Last time I was like stuck in a sneezing suspension. I was just like annoyed the entire time. I think it was like last stream. I was like, I need a sneeze, and it's like, nope, it ain't gonna come out. Yippee. There we go. Oh, you damn stupid scissors. I need space. I don't have much desk space. There we go. And I could probably just repeat this gusset specifically and just like adjust the size depending on what's in between, but if this works for just the pink, I could probably actually just sew this very loosely in the gusset and see if it works in the patch. And if it works, I could just unseam it, or like pull the seam out and then see if it works for a different placement. And if it works for the different placement, I'll check on the third. And if it works on the third, I don't need to make multiple gussets. All these gusset patterns. Uh-oh. Okay, no, it was just that. I have to check my Wi-Fi, but at least that's a good thing. It was just chat beingdom. My end of chat beingdom. There we go. We back. Yeah, we back. Yeah, I'm guessing, stream died for a second. My end, it doesn't seem like it died. But, I don't know. It died as soon as we started talking about bugs. True. So I guess stream did die. Damn. Oh well, another stream I have to edit. I have to like get back into editing that, but I don't wanna. That's the dumb part. So I can just do like, I'm just gonna do like a simple straight stitch. not have to worry about that. Was it a straight stitch? It's like a ladder. Technically, it's more of a ladder stitch. Yes. My dumb ass being dumb. Anyway. Well, that's another stream I have to edit. Yippee. I have to edit the streams soon. Damn, okay. We went from depressing to whack. Looks like Apollo dropped a new Persona 4 video? Fuck yeah. And Man on the Internet dropped a Morpho Night cover? God, I love Man on the Internet's covers. They are so fun. I love how fun they are. They're just like, I want to jam, I want to have the fun. They're great. Oh, wait a minute. Do I not have chat popping up? Did chat also die on stream? Because I can read chat, but it's like not appearing on the other end. Yeah, well, damn. I probably will fix it tomorrow. It probably will fix tomorrow, so I'll figure it out then. Aw, damn. That's fine. Great. Love that. Thank you, internet. I mean, I literally had to call people to help fix it, but no, you just want to be a bitch. Great. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Damn. Oh well. At least I can still read chat, so that's a good thing. It's probably why it was disconnecting. It was like, ah. There you go. This will probably take a while, so I might do this in my off time, and I'll like stream this because I'm currently just sewing, and it's like gonna take for fucking ever because it's a lot of sewing that I need to do, and it's like, yippee! But I mean, I was just sewing. Oh, yep, stream did die. Lovely. Anyway. I wonder how many Chaos Alpha lists I can duplicate from my Switch explodes. Who knows? Switch can explode from a lot of things, I would suggest. I mean, I would suggest not doing that, but I mean, Switch is a Switch. It will do some dumb shit. I want to chill. I don't want peppy music right now. Thank you, game. I love that, but like, peppy music right now is not my vibe. It can barely handle 3 Mage Sister combo and Star Allies. I mean, true. Though the 3 Mage Sisters do have a lot of... Actually, no, it'd probably be worse with Chaos Alphaless. It would be like, ugh, it would be screaming. I could hear the fans inside that little case going in like, ring! And it's just like screaming entirely. There we go. Probably need to sew closer to that seam line. Like, not closer, but like a little bit further from like the line I cut, so. But this is knowledge I'll put together in time. There we go. Oh, that was a crack. Damn. My neck was getting stiff, so I needed to correct. I'm not sure we're gonna stream tomorrow, though. I think tomorrow might just be another chill day. I'll figure out what we need to stream, but I have no idea. I have, like, actually no idea what we're gonna stream, tomorrow, because it's, like, Professor Layton is, like, the game I'm working with, and it's like, well, what other games do I have that would be, like, worth that? Like, what else would accompany it? There's, like, a ton of games I could think of. But, like, some of them, I'm like, I want to save them for occurrences. And I'm like, I don't know what games would go and work with that. It's like, bruh. It's like, bruh. It's like, I don't know. We'll see. Come on. If I can finish this first gusset before stream ends, that would be great. But, like, this is, like, showing you how long it takes for me to sew, because I'm sewing by hand. So whenever I make my plushies, I'm like, these take weeks, because I don't have a machine, and that's fun. I do want a machine, but, machines are very expensive, so, like, I'll wait. I'll wait a good couple years before getting a machine. Hand sewing means I can just sit down. Dumb Mario Kart item. Dear God, I do not want to think of a triple blue shell. God, that would be awful. That would be awful to have. A triple. Ugh. That would be awful. No. Hello, Patata. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. At the moment, we're just vibing and chilling. I could imagine just seeing someone with 3 blue shells flying around them before everything. Yeah, true. Well, I mean, once you get hit with the blue shell, you're kind of now in, like, an invincibility state, so they'd have to, like, stagger them. They can't just, like, throw all 3 blue shells at once, because then it would be useless. But also, like, it would be a gem. Because, the blue shell... like, the only thing that can, like, actually negate a blue shell is technically a mushroom if you boost, and then the speaker. Because the speaker can negate it once it gets close to you, and it's like, ah, cool. But nothing else can beat the blue shell. It's just like, ah, yes, a nuke, great. Unless you already got hit by something with invincibility, and you have invincibility frames, but, like... that's more of, like, well, you get screwed over multiple times, and it's more likely to screw you over more than once, so you're like, do you want to risk that? Nah. Oh, excuse me. God, that would be awful, though. That would be awful to deal with. That would be so bad. I would hate that, though. I already don't play enough Mario Kart, and I don't want to deal with, like, a shitty blue shell item. You know what? Maybe one day in time I will play Xenoblade Chronicles, because I do want to play those on stream. Maybe, like, later on. That'll be, like, a rainy day game, where it's like, I'm bored. I feel like it would make that would make bagging easier. Nah, I don't think so. I think it would just be stupid. And people would just be like, fuck this, I'm out. Let's fuck this shit, I'm out. You ever tried playing with only blue shells? Yes, and it was awful. It was awful because everyone had blue shells, and people sometimes forget that blue shells are on the track. And it's like, if you are in the path of the blue shell, you will get hit. So it's like, time to avoid the roads. Time to go off the cart, off the track, baby. Let's go. I gotta pull that one up. Alright, so that's like one thing I have to worry about. Casually sewing that is not gonna fully put it together. I mean, it can just like shove it up here. But, there we go. Once I do that, then I can flip thee over and then see how well you hold up over here. There we go. And then flip this to the other side and see how it works. Because I really want to learn gussets. Oh, chat fixed itself. Yippee! Yay, it took a bit for it to reload. Yay, so now chat's visible. Yippee. See, I just gotta sit on my ass and then somehow it fixes itself. That's the joke. I don't do that, but it's funny. It's rare just seeing a streamer interact with their community. I wouldn't say that. I think it's just because I'm tiny. There's tons of people who... Well, it's because I'm not really even playing anything either. But, like... I'm just kind of, like, vibing. I don't really want to, like... I don't really have anything to play, so I'm not focused on that. So it's just, like, reading chat and having fun. But there are, like, tons of people who... tons of streamers who do interact with their chat constantly. Like... in some sort of way. So, I mean, that's like the inherent thing is like, as a streamer, we interact with chat. No, you're good. It's all, don't worry, don't apologize. It's just chatting. It's just chatting is all. I'm just tiny, so it's like, it makes sense as I can catch, messages easier because I'm just like, casually looking over to my side, and I'm just like, oh, yep, words spill out, and it's like, oh yes, interaction somehow occurs. But it's just because I would think the biggest aspect, the majority of people who can't, usually it's because they're big. And that makes sense. I mean, that's like, what, having like thousands of people watch you, and it's like, you can't catch everybody. You're gonna catch occasional ones, but not everybody. Plus, it's always just fun to, like, see what random topics we get onto, because we talk about random shit all the time. It's just fun. It's just fun. I get to rant about dumb shit and just sit on my soapbox. And somehow people stay. It's like, bruh. Y'all stay to watch my soapbox? You think the Hammer Kirby Forgotten Land glitch was a feature or not a bug? What was the hammer glitch again? It's been a minute since I played Forgotten Land. What was the hammer glitch? I don't remember. It's been a minute. Listen. Just because it's a glitch doesn't mean it's not it's not a feature, okay? Sometimes a glitch is considered a feature. It's not a bug. As we state, if something happens, if it's not a bug, it's feature. So, just because it's a glitch doesn't mean it's like a glitch. So, you know, nothing wrong with it. Oh, where you skyrocket into the sky when bouncing with a hammer? Nah, that's a feature. I fully think they intended for that because then you could have fun with bouncing everywhere. Nah. That's a feature. I call that a feature because that's fun. Like, there's a difference between certain, like, okay, I would say a bug is something that inherently messes with the game in a bad way. Also breaks the Treasure Road Trials. I mean, yeah, it does, but like I see it as bugs or things that are bad. You don't want a bug. If you get a glitch and it's funny, you're fine. Like, that's fine. Because funny glitch means people think it's cool, and you can fix it, obviously. Also breaks the Coliseum. Yeah, I mean, you can break... The hammer has always been the main method of breaking the Coliseum, so you're just like, why not add something else to it? I see it as a feature because it's funny. If it's funny and it brings entertainment, it's not a bug. It's a feature. That's how I go by my motto. Kirby Jelly Physics would be fun. I hope we do get to see Jelly Kirby again. That was a fun little power-up in Kirby Dream Buffet. Also, Dream Buffet literally just came and went, man. It was just like, yeah, Dream Buffet exists, and then never again. And you're like, what? And going out of bounds and then going to the loading zone leads to a glitch cup with one battle and a free rare stone. That's fucking funny. Yeah, Kirby games, from what I've noticed, are not really big on updating their games unless it's like adding new features in. Like, nothing I've seen from Kirby is like, oh, we fixed X bug. It's more like, here's a new thing, yippee, go play, and it's like, alright, cool. Like, yippee, we get to play with a new toy. That's like more what they go for. I guess it's also because there's like very few games out there where I can, like, at least like Nintendo based, that are like, oh yeah, we need to like update it because it's badly, except for Pokemon. Pokemon's like the only franchise where you're like, y'all haven't patched out all these bugs yet. Oh my god, I have like one bug that happened constantly when I was playing Scarlet and Violet. Holy shit, it kept happening, and it was after I bought the DLC too. After I bought the DLC, which I need to finish, but I just haven't. But I was playing Scarlet and Violet, and I would like open the menu to like do the picnic so you could make sandwiches, and the picnic table was gone. Like, the model and the collision, everything was gone. So when I tried to make the sandwich, the ingredients would fall through the floor and would just fall forever. And it wouldn't make the sandwich. It would just say, oh, this is a original sandwich. And I'm like, no. And the only way I could fix this bug, quote unquote fix it, was by opening and closing the game. Like, closing the game and reopening it, and then the glitch wouldn't be there anymore. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Pokemon! What the fuck, man? Like I get it. You're a huge-ass franchise, and, like, Game Freak is actually quite a small much smaller company than you think it would be for handling Pokemon, but, like, this was after the DLC. Like, I had bought the DLC and added it in, and that glitch kept happening, where I kept losing, like having sandwiches fall through the floor, because it's like, oh, we don't recognize there's an object here, like the picnic table is gone, so like the collision is there for me to be like, oh yeah, I can press the button, but the actual item is there. What do you think of French people? That's a fucking weird question. I mean, the French exist. As a joke, we like to make fun of them, but like, eh. like the dumb joke of like, ah, the French. It's the French. But I mean, they're chill. It's funny. Baguette. True. Baguettes. C'est the baguettes. Yippee. French are fun. Je suis d'accord. Je suis d'accord. Goddamn. I can't tighten this too much or otherwise it will pinch the thing. Come here. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Needed to pop. Just sitting and sewing. My butt's like, bah. Pop the neck so that way I can have something. But like, God. Running English to French, so it's much easier. Yeah, I can see that. French has a lot more, when I was learning French, it had a lot more rules that was much more difficult to accustom to compared to, like, other languages. But it's also because French is in the similar language tree compared to with English. Like, I think they're both part of the Latin tree, along with, like, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese, I believe? I think they're close to the same family. I know English is more Germanic, so it's like that. But, like, because they're so close to other words in other languages, my brain struggles to remember which one is the French version specifically and not, like, this version or that version. Compared to, like, say, Japanese, which is, like, an entirely different alphabet, which is also a pain in the fucking ass to learn because there's, like, 4 different alphabets to learn, at least, and all of them have different methods of use. I'm like, please, just give me a fucking break. But, like, because it's such a new blank slate, I basically learn from the presence of, I don't know what I'm, like, I don't know. Therefore, I am learning from the babiest of babies, and I prefer that. Because that means I am learning from the ground up, rather than, like, thinking I have a basis and then mixing it up because my basis is wrong. It's like, bleh. Alright, let's see if this gusset works. If I need to trim it, that's great. If I need to make it bigger, I'm stuck. It's a nice way. Yeah, it's just like, you know, because you know the word in another language, it's much more difficult for me to grasp. Because I'm like, is it said a different way? How is it preferred? Like, all that kind of shit. It's like, bleh. Ooh, that's much thicker. Yeah, I need to, like, make that a trimmed out, like, I need to trim that gusset a lot more than I thought. That's, like, I need to trim that out. But it's a good idea. It's getting there. It's, like, close, but, like, now it's, like, too big. Also, I probably fucked up by cutting too much, damn. Yeah, I cut too much. Shit, damn it. Oh well, I can work with this. Yeah, the glove is not too big. That's funny. I cut too much, damn. Yeah, alright, well, I tried. I cut too far. I didn't have to cut it then. That was my fault. Yeah, but I need to figure out what the gusset is. So I just don't need to make it this wide. Probably can just, like, pinch it and, like, do something like this where it, like, wraps around easier. I could do that. Hopefully there won't be a shadow representing one of the major arcana. The arcana is the means by all which is revealed. And I'm like, dear God, Ryoji, please. Sir, you're our boyfriend. Why are you trying to kill us? The arcana is the means by which all is revealed, baby. Let's go. And it's going down now. I always enjoy seeing English people visit Quebec and not understanding half the place's name. There's that one guy that goes, "Hi, hey, can I help you?" True. Just being like, what do I do? What do I say? And I'm like, ugh. Alright, so I don't need to do it this far. That's kind of good to know. I can, like, I made this way too, fat. I need to, like, trim it down. Up to, like, there, yeah. And then I can, like, fold you in. Oh, I trimmed it way too far on one side. Oops. That's fine. Well, I need to remake the glove anyway, but at least it's there, so. There you go. I'll figure out the glove in time, slowly but surely. He's gonna get his first clean look of Izanagi? Ooh, nice. Nice, I wish him luck. I hope he enjoys P4. Yeah, that's much less bigger, so like, maybe this will work. Maybe. Yeah, I cut way too far. Damn. Shit. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I cut way too far, and that's my fault. Hold up. Let me pull this over, not flipping the seams out. Oh, yep, I went way... Yeah, I didn't have to cut it, goddamn. Jesus Christ. Oh, I know. I think I know where Marie comes in with P4. I think I know. Damn it, I really did go too far. Man, I could just see. I think I remember where Marie shows up at. It's like... I know it's like pretty early, so... Why does it bend like that, eh? It's because I just cut them too far and they're like, ah! They're struggling to stay on, damn. Oh well. Well, I have to cut the glove out again, but I tried. Oh, is that because I had it backwards? My dumbass. Yeah, I was a dumbass. I had it backwards. Oops. Damn, that's why I was dumb. Anyway. I was a dumbass. I had them backwards. I forgot the long sleeve, which side. Anyway, that was why. Maybe now if I actually cut a gusset with this pattern. Maybe if I can fit it closer. Maybe. Question mark? Hopefully. I don't know. There we go. And then I can trim it closer. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Can I get this done? Because it's been streaming for about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40-ish minutes, so maybe I could finish this gusset and try it on. See how it looks. Let's see how this works. If Persona 4 Rewired becomes a thing in the close future, I wonder what they'll do with the Almighty. I don't know, honestly. Also, Persona 4 Rewired is a fantastic title. Like, perfect title to go with. Rewired works so well. But, like, I don't know. I wonder what they would do, because it's such a very... It depends. I don't know. I actually do wonder what they would do with Persona 4, because, my guess would be that they would remake it like Persona 4 Golden? Because Golden is the objectively, like, best thing to go for when you're playing Persona. Like when you play Persona 4 in general, because it's like, it's got all the updated shit in there, and it's like, ah, yes, I don't have to fuck around, man. But I wonder, what would it be like? Genesis is pretty cool, but it's tied with my least favorite final boss theme with Yaldabaoth. Okay, yeah, I will agree. The Genesis is not great. The Genesis isn't great. The Genesis was, I mean, it's fine. It's like a fine theme, but like, I would agree that it's like not one of the better boss themes. I would say it was like, it's okay. It's like there. However, I do think it would be cool, the ultimate build-up. Yep, exactly. It's like, ah yes, we build up to it. I don't know. Like, I actually do think something that would be cool is if, if you know it, you know it. In Persona 4, the anime, specifically, I think it was the Golden OVA. So, like, Persona 4 anime, but for Golden, instead of, like, for base Persona 4. Ow! I knocked my knee in. Damn. There was a song fought with the, there was a song added to that, like, OVA, specifically for the boss fight for the, criminal. Like, the person the criminal of the original game. And it was an original song made for that, OVA. I wonder if they would add that into it. Yeah, for Cabbage. There we go. For Cabbage, yes. For Cabbage, there was basically, like, another song added in for the OVA. Which was basically, like, a sort of boss fight for himself, because he technically does have a boss fight, but it's like, I'm gonna be honest, his boss fight theme is and I'm like, bruh, no. Like, it's chill, it's fun, but like, nah. Like, this ain't a boss fight. This is like a mid boss theme. Like, come on, it's chill, but like, no. And then Persona 4 Ultimax came in, and I was like, Persona 4 Ultimax came in, and I was like, okay, we went from like a good 60 to like 200. Holy shit. If you want a fucking good-ass theme to listen to from Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, A Fool or a Clown, highly recommend it. Like, a New World's Fool works, but, like, a fool or a clown said, and I quote, "Hold my beer," and I was like, God damn, okay, I guess we're going this hard, goddamn, fuck. Sheesh. Sheesh. I was like, that song really gets the blood pumping once you get into it. I was like, God damn, they didn't have to go this hard for my dude, and they did. Originally, I thought I'll Face Myself felt more like the mini-boss theme. No, I Face Myself is a fucking good theme. It's a fucking good boss theme. Like, it works. It slaps real hard. But, a fool or a clown goes so hard. That was like, why wasn't this the boss theme? Like, okay, no. We're gonna pull this up. I'm pulling up a fool or a clown. Because I listen to it when I need motivation and I need some shit done. We're pulling this up so we can listen to this shit. It's energetic as fuck, but I love it.
Yo.
We're listening to this because I need some, like, this is a great energy song. This is Cabbage's battle theme, and it's like, okay, chill, man, chill. And he's like, no. They did not have to go this hard. Like, I would love for this to be his actual boss theme. It's not. It's his fight theme. But dear God, does it fucking slap. It slaps so hard. Also, if you've not played Persona 4, don't look at this song up. It's spoilers. Don't look up spoilers. But that song fucking slaps so... I'm like... Sir, you didn't need to go this goddamn hard. And they did, and I'm very happy. Tweaking the theme a bit more to fit. Yeah, tweaking the theme a little bit, but like... The way it uses, like, the brass instruments, like, which, like, fit Persona... A bit more of the piano and such, but like you could probably mix it in with a New World, like a New World Fool. Like, use the buildup of a New World Fool to build into a fool or a clown. It's like you go bum 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 bum, like mixing them slightly together to like get a build up into the fight, and then once the fight fully starts, you go into like fully into a fool or a clown with the trumpet and like the synth in there. Like, go nuts. Go nuts. Go nuts into that. But like, I wish that was his boss theme, because God, a fool or a clown slaps, man. It slaps. It slaps so hard. And I'm like, how do you... This is Persona. Why am I asking how do you make such good songs? Like, this is Persona. They're like, we're gonna go hard. And it's like, please do. It's like, goddamn, man. Goddamn. Also, I think I measured out this piece too wrong. Maybe 2 versions of a New World's Fool for False Angel and for Cabbage? Yeah, maybe. Maybe, that would be fun. But like, let me look up the song, like what it's called. For Golden Anime, let me see. Which one was it? What was it called? Oh, it was called Yin Yang. That was what it's called. Like, this was the theme. This was the anime theme. like the boss fight theme for that scene. This also makes sense for Cabbage, yeah. Yeah, basically, since it's Izanagi, it's Magatsu Izanagi. Yeah. Like, if they would remix this, that would be fucking great. It's like a whole ass song too, and it's great. It's a fucking good song, I love it. I love dancing to it. So now, this is like a good. Maybe they'll use this as a reference for a New World Fool redub. That would be great. It'd be great. But yeah, this song fucking slaps. If you want to check it out, it's called Yin Yang. It's from the Persona 4 Golden animation, which was the anime adaptation of Persona 4 Golden. Fucking great song. Fucking great ass song. But like, I understand, like, they probably just would remix a New World Fool, which isn't a bad thing. A New World Fool is a good song, but like, compared to what's out there, I hope they like do a combination of things. I forgot how far back the basement dweller made his appearance. Yeah, he back. He far back. He appears way back. He appears like way far back. They set him up for a while. I mean, it's good though. It's good setup. Like, legitimately, okay, I will say this. If you want like a fucking good story, good campy story, Persona 4 is like one of the best because it's very serious in its mystery, but it feels campy in a way that just feels comfy. Like there's some aspects that I'm like, if they rewrote this a little bit, it'd be much funnier. Like, the way they rewrite it in the anime, but like, some aspects of Persona 4 is like a little bit dated, but damn does it still work as a story. Like, I miss, like, the era of Persona 4 is like so preserved. It's like, man, I want that. But it also add an Ica. True, add an Ica, please, thank you. Add an Ica, please, and thank you. But, another aspect that I think is a problem, make her a social link, please do. That would be lovely. Anyway, I think one big thing that is a struggle is that, I think the biggest aspect is that Persona 4 is very much, like, in a period of, oh, people, like, I guess the biggest aspect is that Yuna Arakami, technically, by all accounts, is the most blank slate protagonist out of all of the characters. Like, Like, he's the most blank slate. Like, he's very much a blank slate compared to, like, Makoto or to Joker. Joker has a personality. Like, even in game, he got a personality. That smirk says everything. But, like, Yuna Arakami is the most neutral protagonist. Like, he's got his funny moments, but he's, like, very much a blank slate. And then people watched the anime, and they said that's his personality. So it's like, when they adapt him, how are they going to adapt him? Because most people know Yuna Arakami for being, quote-unquote, Chad Narukami from, you know, from the, from, like, the anime. Because the anime made him very much an iconic character with a personality. Let him yeah. True. I am the king. My guy literally didn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. Hot, right? He's, like, in the anime, he does not give a single fuck. And that's, the anime made his personality that way. So it's like, how will they adapt that if they do make a remake of Persona 4? It's like, are they just gonna make him the blank slate? Like, they still have some aspects of Makoto Yuki being a piece of shit, where he's just like, I'ma be an asshole because I'm depressed. Like, he's just depressed, but he's also more of a blank slate, so are they gonna, like, get rid of that? Are they gonna, like, put that away? And, like, put that into the side? Like, who knows? Like, what are they gonna do? I hope they do adapt more of the unhinged aspects of the anime, though, because God, the anime pulled out some of the most unhinged things ever, and it was beautiful. It was so good. Chasing things and fusing things, after Yosuke asks what he likes to do in the anime festival. Yup, true. Hurry and take a seat, please. Like, I wonder how much fun the voice actors had dubbing that, because it was so good. It was so good. And Yuna Arakami is iconic because of the anime, so it's like, what are they gonna do? I actually do wonder how well they'll adapt it, because they most likely will have the voice actors be different, because that's how they did it with Persona 3, and they did fantastically. Like, the voice actors for Persona 3 Reload were fantastic, so. Margaret telling Nanako about you being a man who hangs out with a bunch of women says a word that we can't say. Man-bling! You're just... She said you're one big man-bling! It's like, God. God, how they'll adapt Nanako, they'll break my heart. Little girl, little sweetie pie. God, Nanako, please stop being a precious bean and stop roasting my ass. Nanako, God, I miss Nanako. I miss Nanako so much. I miss her so much. She was such a precious little bean. Calls you big bro. Is so happy to have you in her life. It's like, I don't want to leave. I want to take care of the precious bean. I'll take her to the grocery store every day just so she can have her fun. I miss those simple days, man. I miss it. Maybe that's what we'll do for another like big month, is like Persona 4 month, where we just like play Persona 4 games. Because we did it for Persona 5 and that was fun as fuck, but like, you know, I'm sure people are like tired of my ass. Being like, yeah, we get it, you love Persona, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, okay, I'll shut the fuck up. I'll shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. It's like, it's just part of my DNA, you know. I'm stuck with Persona. You're stuck with me, and you're stuck with Persona. If you stick around, if you choose to stick around. If you don't, I understand, because I can be a bit of annoying. A bit of annoying presence, but it really does, like, depend. And also, that would technically mean that sometime in the future, they would remake Persona 5, which would be odd, because we're in a time where 5 is such a prevalent game. Like, what will it be like in the next 7, 8 years? Almost a decade. So it's like, who knows? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, who knows. But by then, we'll probably have Persona 8. Actually, no, we'll have Persona 7. Maybe we'll have Persona 7. Maybe. We might have Persona 7. Maybe. Also, if they remake Persona 4 into Persona 4 Rewired, please don't make Teddy such an ass. Who knows? Maybe it's Persona 5 Royal Deluxe with Funky mode. Now it'll be Persona 5 with, Joker mode. What would be the fun thing? Maybe that would be Persona 5 Reshuffled. That would be it. That would be the joke. Also, Persona, please, give me, more, I beg you, Persona, please give me another game where all the Persona protagonists interact with each other. Can I get another Q game, except just for, you know, more, we're probably not gonna get another Q game until Persona 6, but, like, or maybe Persona 7, which is a long ways away. But I miss the Persona Q games. Those are fun. But the only reason those could work was because they had such a backlog with Persona 3, 4, and 5. It's like, man, we're not gonna get that, aren't we? We're not for a very long time. Which disappoints me. I miss the Q games. They were great. That game, you could actually marry your... you could marry your protagonists. Like, the characters, it was great. You could have them marry each other, and it's like, yippee! Cute. Yes, please. Also, Freedom of Invitation to Freedom. I read that backwards. Is so good. It is. That's a good-ass song. Persona is just always... It's always good to have that franchise in gaming that just, like, says, hey, sometimes our games might not work out the greatest, but you know for a goddamn fact, our songs will bop. Our songs will go fucking hard. Sonic is like that. Like, anytime you find Sonic, the music slaps. Every time you see a Sonic game, you know for a goddamn fact the Sonic slap. Sonic is gonna slap. It's gonna make some fucking good-ass music. Because it's just in their blood. They're just gonna make fucking hardcore, good-ass music, so you're just like... It's like, you just need the slapping music, and then we're all good. Make music that slaps, and then we're all happy. Oh, give me one sec. I want to finish this up. You do wonder. Find your flame true. Because I could pull this down here. But that's like very close to the edge, so. There you go. I think it's just because I measured this wrong, but like I think this is fine. I can just make gussets for the same size as everything else and then just trim them according to the size and then like fix them from there. Let's see how this gusset works in a different place though, because it doesn't fit where my pinky finger and my ring finger meet. So maybe it works like where my pointer and middle finger meet, because that's like much of a wider gap compared to the other. Let's see. Let me paint the view. Oh, excuse me. There we go. I had to burp and it was nothing. It's fine though. Oh, it's already been 3 hours. Shit. Oh, damn. I was just, like, this is what happens when I'm just chatting with y'all. I just yap, and then I look at the clock, and it's like, oh, time passed. Oops. It's, like, so odd. It's like, what? Time passed? What you mean? What you mean time passed? I've been yapping. It doesn't feel like time passed. What are you talking about? It's like, what the fuck? Eh? Let me just finish this scene really quick, and then I can put them on and try them out. I hope it works out. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be sad, but it happens. Okay, wait, rankings for Persona... Oh god, yep. Okay, the Almighty, throw your mask away. Very good one. Yeah, Mist/Fog, Battle Hymn of the Soul, Yaldabaoth, and the Genesis. I generally agree with that. Those rankings. I generally agree. Like, I think that's like an accurate ranking. Throw your mask away, fucking hit though. Whoo, throw your mask away, fucking hit so hard, man. That hit so hard. And Fog was such a surprisingly good boss theme. Like, god damn. That was like, damn, man. Damn. Didn't expect this shit, but whoo boy, does it work. And that's the best part. You don't expect it, but you know. The guitar always hits hard. Absolutely. It fucking goes nuts. And I'm like, man, we're eating today. I will say, I do think that, Persona... What would be, like, the Persona game that I think has, I wouldn't say there's, like, a Persona game that has, like, a bad soundtrack. I don't think there's one that's actually even, like, a weak soundtrack. They're all just too good for their own worth. It's like, they're too damn good that I can't say one of them is, like, the worst. Like, every single one of them is too iconic, and it's, like, their own placement, in a way. I haven't played 1 or 2, so I can't identify those, and I know for a fact those don't have, like, lyrics in them, so it's like, you can't really say anything about those. They're just, like, battle music. Like, just music. I know some of the Persona 1 tracks are cool, but, let's see. Can I put this on and see what happens? Okay. That's a lot better. That fits much better where my fingers are. So this gusset works for where it meets in between my pointer and middle finger. That works out pretty well. I just gotta adjust how it fits. Because it's like smushed and I gotta like adjust the size. But that works, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Alright. So I've got my pattern for I've got my pattern for my thumb, my pattern for my base glove. I just gotta figure out the gussets. I genuinely do think I need to make them a bit smaller though. Like, doesn't seem like the 1/2 inch is like worth it. I could just like make it a bit smaller so they fit closer. I think this one's fine. It's just this one that's a bit odd because probably I need to like pinch this. If I pinch it and like make it seem like it's gonna be sewn over. Yeah, I think I just need to trim this one, but this works. So this side is fine. Let me match it up to where it is. Yeah, so this is the right side. So I just need to like trim this up a bit more. That makes sense. Alright, cool. I trim it up like here. me cut this a bit shorter. This is just me trimming, but I probably will end stream soon. Actually, I probably should end stream right now because I gotta go make food. So, put that there for now. I have made progress on making a glove, and that's a good thing because it means practice, and I can practice the pattern on a different set of fabric and see how it adjusts. So, whew, that was fun. That was a fun little, like, hang out and chill time. That was great. Let's see who we shall raid today. Let's see, who can we raid? Let me go Twitch so that way it doesn't get fucked up. Yeah, I've just been yapping. I've just been yapping. Damn. Let's see. So we've got... So Reza is doing In Stars and Times, and that's always fun. We've got Oceanox doing more art. I believe they're working on artwork for their animation stuff and such. Porcelain Maid is doing a collab with Cottontail VA. That's cute. Teddy Sunday is doing Pilgrim. Ultraviolet Sheep is doing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. You guys got any suggestions on who we should go for? As I stretch myself out and I calm down and my brain starts to get tired again. It's like my brain goes, haha, and then now it's like, ugh. It's like I was yap, 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 and now it's just like tired. Now it's just tired, man. It's just sleepy. No suggestions? Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let me check something really quick before we go, because I am paranoid. Because I want to see, I want to feel how this feels, because it only works for one finger right now. This feels fine. Yeah, so a gusset would be in between my fingers later. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it would be preferable, so... I could actually... If I just sewed this, and then let this, like, form itself, rather than, like, forcing it to swivel. I could sew this and then just not have to do a gusset. I could actually do that. Let's see. We could go for... Oh boy. I'm not sure we should go for it. I'm not sure. I guess we can go to, let me see. I'm not sure, actually. I think I'll just actually end it here. I'll just, like, leave it like this. It's fine. We can just end it here and continue onwards. Anyway. Tomorrow, I have no idea what we're gonna stream because I'm a dumbass and I don't plan shit. Hopefully I can figure something out tomorrow. Probably another game, we'll see. But, I'm just, like, tired and my brain doesn't want to think anymore. So it's just, like, you just turn the brain off and we don't gotta think. It's fine. So I think... Oh, yeah. I forgot. I have to do it weirdly. Hold up. There you go. Yeah, it actually fits pretty well. Anyway. I think we'll just end it here. Anyway, I will hopefully figure out something tomorrow. We'll see. If not, it'll probably be like another chill stream where we just chat. We'll see. But I will see you guys tomorrow for more shenanigans. So I'll see you later. Bye.